Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me, can I get it in the comment section? If you can hear me, can I get it in the comment section? Please, if you can hear me, do well to drop something for me in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear, and let me know if I am very audible too. All right, we can all hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, loud and clear. Thank you so much. Wow. When I came in here, the energy here was massive. Like, I was like, wow, these people are so ready for today's class. So, a beautiful evening to everybody that came even before the class started, and to the people that just joined, to a wonderful evening to us. Isabella was already anticipating even before 7 p.m. Isabella, you're welcome. So, beloved, you're welcome. You are already anticipating to Salawuddin, you're welcome. Sumisola, sure we know they cook. Don't worry, there is food. We are cooking already. Like we are cooking something very hot and peppery. We are going to dish it out very, very soon. So just get ready. Carry your plate and your spoon. Okay, talking sheds. Some people are already seated. Yes, please. In case you're not seated, make sure you take your seat in the front row. Some of us are just getting home. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're not too stressed, Misola. I hope you're not too tired. Oluwafemi, you're waiting. Well, the class has started already. Good evening to you. Santos, good evening. You're welcome. Oluwafemi, good evening. Talking Sheds, good evening. Abibat, good evening. Simisola, good evening. Precious, you are here. Good evening. You're already seated and excited. Precious, you are welcome. Please, somebody should help me pass a glass of juice to Precious sitting in front. Bodunde, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oluwafemi, you're welcome. I hope everybody has done his project and submitted. Okay, that was a question from Bodunde. So I want to believe everybody has done their project. And if you've not done that, you have 2 hours to do it because the submission link is going to still be open till 9 p.m. So if you've not done that, please quickly wrap up your assignments and submit. Talking Sheds, you're welcome. Rahimat, yes, we go again today. Faith, good evening. Shakina, good evening. Alex, good evening. Oh, you're asking for where to submit the assignment. There is a submission link already. Just use the submission link and submit your assignment. Adeni, good evening. Oluwafemi, good evening. King, good evening. Alex, good evening. Isabella, good evening. Precious, good evening. Thank you so much. Bible Bond, good evening. Kingsley, good evening. Adekonye Shino, good evening. Ahmed said we are ready. Ahmed, we are also ready for you. Good evening. You're welcome. Mandex said, good evening, you're welcome. Oluwafemi, good evening. Victor said, let's go. Okay, Victor, you're welcome. King Joe, good evening, you're welcome. Mimi, good evening, you're welcome. Abigail, thank you so much. Beloved Grateful, thank you so much. Vivian, thank you so much. Rebecca, thank you so much. Shakina, good evening, thank you. Kingsley, good evening, thank you. Mandek Tech, oh, you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much for the feedback. Vivian, good evening. Happiness, good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Favor, thank you so much. Adekoye, good evening. You're welcome. Ahmed, good evening. You're welcome. Dokas, good evening. Abibat, good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, Vinci Animation said he has been expecting me. Thank you so much, Vinci. And I want to see you in the subsequent classes. Please make sure you always come early so I can see you before the class starts. We are active. We are active. Hey, Hamed said we are stressed though, but not giving up. I'm so sorry to hear that. Why are you stressed? Was it work? I'm so sorry to hear that. So yes, a wonderful evening to everybody. It is another session with PDU again, another amazing session, another wonderful session, another beautiful session with PDU again. So before we start anything, let me ask you, how are we doing today? I hope we are fine. I hope we are mentally and emotionally and physically ready for another amazing session today. So how are we doing? Are we fine? If you're not fine, to drop for me in the comment section. Let me know if you are okay before we kickstart today's class. So if you're just joining the live, You know how we do it. Please make sure you like the live and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you like the live and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the live and subscribe to the channel. Good evening, Ayomikun. Good evening. Samuel, good evening. You are welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Michael, good evening. Okay, Bondune said, well, to be honest, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry to hear that, Oluwafemi. I'm sorry. Don't worry, PD is here to come and give you back to back. Like that tiredness, you're going to make it disappear. Sorry to hear that. Rahimat, you're fine. That's good to hear. Shekina, fine, fine. All right, that's beautiful. Victor said, very fine and ready. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Now that I can see most of us are fine, or let me just say everybody is fine because I've not seen any negative thing here. So I think we are all fine and good to go. So yes, we had the very first training, and I believe the training was amazing. I believe the training was awesome. So before we start today's class, I would love us to do a quick recap on what we learned in the class, because that is the only way we are going to move forward. We have to be sure that you enjoy everything. Don't let me use the word enjoy. Let me put the fact that we have to be sure that you understand everything that was being taught the last class. So I'm going to do a quick recap, or I'll be asking us few questions on what we did the last class. So if you can answer my question correctly, then we move to today's class. If you cannot answer my question correctly, maybe would have to retake the class again or something. I don't know. So to my first question, what is product design? What is product design? Let me see the first person to answer that question. What is product design? What is product design? Beloved Grateful said, I'm doing well, but I'm not fine because I'm not done with my assignment and my laptop is off. No hope of getting it charged before 9 p.m. Wow, Grateful, what happened? Since day before yesterday, you had enough time to do your assignment now. Why do you have to wait till tonight that your laptop is dead? Why didn't you do it before today? Are you facing any challenges, or did you face any challenges or anything? Yes, thank you so much, Vincy. Thank you so much, Vincy, for emphasizing on that for me. So I'm still waiting for it in the comment section. I'm still waiting for our answer in the comment section. Let me know we learned something from the previous class. Let me know we learned something from the previous class. And also, if you're just joining the live, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, what is product design, everybody? What is product design? I am not seeing any. We are starting. No, no, no. Alma Pura, we are not starting by 9. We are starting immediately after this question. We are not starting by 9. It is just the deadline for submission of the assignment that was given to us the last class, that is by 9 p.m. tonight. Every class is by 7 p.m. and we are starting very, very soon. Like we are starting real, real soon. Okay, I can see answers coming in on product design. I was already scared though. I thought we were trying to say Mr. Favor didn't teach us well the last class. Okay, so if you know you were present in class and you understood what was being taught, can you drop the answer for product design in the comment section? What is product design, everybody? Okay, Kim just said it is the creating of a digital product to gain market flow or market power. Simisala said the process of creating digital or physical products to create market power. Okay. Afsat said product design is the process of creating digital or physical products to gain market power. Okay. Ability for you to attract and retain people using your products in order to gain market power. Okay. Product design is the process of creating digital or physical products to gain market power. Okay, okay, okay. I can see that we were in class and we were listening attentively. Mimi Wright said, product design is creating an appealing aesthetic for a brand that appeals to the emotions of a prospective client and having to retain them. Okay. Oluwafemi said it is a process of creating new products to solve user problem and meet business goals encompassing both the functional aspect and user experience of digital or physical goods. Okay, we've all done well. We've all done amazing. A round of applause for yourselves, please. From wherever you are, please, wherever it is you are seated, just give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. So I have another question to ask us now. And my wonderful people, what's going on? I was expecting to see the comment section flowing with our answers. I can count how many people dropped their answer. Are we trying to say Mr. Favor didn't explain to us well, or we weren't? I'm sure Mr. Favor even taught us well. I'm very sure of that. So it is either we weren't concentrating or we weren't concentrating. So for me to know if we're really concentrating, I would ask another question, and I want to see reasonable number of responses on the comment section. I want everybody listening to my voice and you were present in the last class to drop the answer for me in the comment section so we can just move on to today's class. Trust me, if you don't answer my question, we're just going to go back to what we were taught the last class because we believe you don't understand. So to my next question, what is product management? What is product management? What is product management? Alma Pura said we have Efikos in the house. Yes, yes, yes. We have amazing UI UX designers in the house already. Don't worry, by the end of this program, by the end of this training, everybody will start putting certified, certified, certified at the back of their names. So what is product management? What is product management? Okay, Adini is still talking about product design. Adini said product design is the combination of UI UX design, which is attracting and retaining people, making sure your products gain market power. Okay, Success said I am active like mad. Yes, Vincent, thank you so much. What is product management? Shakina said product management is the act of increasing value. I want some other people to drop something for me. I want some other people to drop something for me. Sumi Sola said product management is the process of planning, developing, launching, and managing a product or service. Okay, wonderful. Daniel said product management is the business of planning, developing, launching, and managing a product or service. Okay, business of planning, developing, and managing a product or service. All right, that's good. But so far, I can only see three people dropping what product management is. If you can hear my voice, please let me get your definition for product management in the comment section. And please, if you're just joining the live, I cannot see anybody liking the live again. So please make sure you keep liking the live. I know we don't want to get disconnected when the class starts. So please make sure you keep liking the live so we are not going to get disconnected during the course of the amazing class. And also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that now. If you've not subscribed to the channel, do that now. Okay, I can see some people liking the live already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Vivian said product management is simply the effort and strategies you put in place to make sure your product is successful and gain market recognition. Product management is the job of guiding a product from idea to reality and making sure people actually love and use it. Okay. Product management is overall strategy and vision for the products. Product management is the business of planning, developing, launching, and managing a product or service. We've all done amazing. We've all done well. Thank you so very much for responding to my questions. Now that I know we learned something from the last class, I think we can move forward now. And please make sure we pay attention to today's class because we're going to be doing another recap, and you never know, there might be something and there might not be. So please make sure you pay attention to the class. So if you're ready for another amazing session again, if you're ready for another wonderful session again, can I get I am ready in the comment section? If you're ready for today's class, can I get I am ready, I am ready, I am ready in the comment section? I am ready, I am ready, I am ready in the comment section. If you're ready for today's class, can I get I am ready, I am ready, I am ready in the comment section? Only if you're ready for today's class, please. If you're not ready for today's class, don't drop I am ready. Let us know how many of us are ready for today's class. So if you're ready for today's class, can I get I am ready, I am ready, I am ready in the comment section? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So I'm going to be handing over my mic to the tutor for today. But then make sure you have your fully charged laptop with you. Very, very important. And also our glass of water or juice for refreshment. You know that is also very important. And also your 100% concentration, please. That is also important. And your zero distraction. At this point, don't let anybody distract you. Don't let anybody distract you. You need zero distraction and your 100% concentration. So if you're ready for today's class, can I keep saying I am ready, I am ready, I am ready in the comment section? I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Okay, I think I've seen enough. I am ready. We are all ready for today's class. So I'm going to hand over my mic to the tutor for tonight. So I'm going to be handing over my mic to Miss Goodness. Miss Goodness, are you on the call with us?
Yes, ma. Good day, Miss Ife. Good day, ma.
All right, good evening, Miss Goodness. It's so great to have you here. So we are 100% ready for you tonight. I hope you're 100% ready for us too.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So over to you, ma.
All right. Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing great. Welcome to another session with PDU Africa. Today we're talking about something really fun, really interesting. I think I heard Miss Ife talking about our last class where Mr. Favor talked about what product design is, what product management is, and every other thing in between. I think to some extent we are well grounded in understanding the basics of product design, UI UX design, all of these things you'll be hearing on the internet, you're hearing from a friend, you're hearing from a family. So I want to go deep into what this whole thing really means. What does it entail? Is it all about design? Is it all about just designing a mobile app or a website or whatsoever? What is the in-depth meaning of all of these things we are talking about, all of the things that you see on the internet, and how does it really work in real terms? Today we're going to be talking about design principles and fundamentals. So it's something that's something that my mentor used to say. He used to say a structure, a company or a business that doesn't follow principles or doesn't have a principle, doesn't have a rule can never stand. It's the same thing here in design. It's the same thing here in graphics design, in UI design, in product design, and every other thing in between. If we do not have a principle we follow, it will not be considered the way it is considered. It will not be considered a tech skill. It will not be considered something really valuable in the tech space. So there are principles we follow as UX designers, as product designers that enable us to basically bring out or to enable us to create proper and functional mobile app or website or whatsoever in between. So now want to look at the principles of and fundamentals of product design, the principles that we follow, the rules. In case you don't understand what principles means, it's basically rules we follow as UX designers, as product design. What are these things we follow whenever we're designing? What are those things we have to put at the back of our mind whenever we're designing a mobile app, designing a website, designing a software, whatever we are designing? Even as graphic designers too, we follow all of these rules, follow rules. So we don't just design like see somebody's design and basically copy and paste it whatsoever. We follow certain rules that enables us to what create good user experiences for users. So now we are talking about the principles of design. Let me share my screen real quick so everybody can see what I'm talking about and we can follow along. Please pay attention so you do not slag or you don't get confused or not get clarity as I'm talking about this amazing topic today. So if you can see my screen, please can I say I can see your screen, Miss Goodness. I can see your screen, Miss Goodness. Can you give me that in the comment section? I can see your screen, Miss Goodness. I can see your screen. I can see your screen. If you can see my screen properly, please do all to tell me in comment section that I can see your screen. I can see your screen. All right, so today we're talking about principles of designs, and we have such several principles of design. We have several principles of design. You can see I'm saying it's written over here, principle of design, not principle of UI design or whatsoever. So it's a general principle in terms of graphics design, motion design. Motion designers follow this rule. Graphic designers follow this rule. UI designers, product designers, software designers follow this particular rule. So you have to have this rule at the back of your mind every single time you're designing. You have to have this rule. You have to digest this rule, not just have it at the back of your mind, but digest it, put it into your system that I must follow these rules whenever I am designing. If I'm not following it, I'm not creating something that will be functional or will make a user want to visit my website every single time or visit my mobile app every single time. The reason why users visit TikTok, or you basically are addicted to TikTok every single time over Instagram, over Facebook, over Snapchat, or whatever, is because of the way it is structured. It makes you feel good. It makes you have better experience compared to other mobile apps that is on the internet. So now we have principles of design. The first principle is principle of hierarchy. We have the principle of layout. We have the principle of repetition. We have principle of negative space or white space. We have principle of alignment, and we have the principle of contrast. The first one is the principle of hierarchy. Second one is principle of layout. We have principle of repetition. We have principle of negative space or white space. We have principle of alignment. We have principle of contrast. Now, I will be breaking all of these principles that I've mentioned now into bits so you can understand them in depthly. That's how we teach over here. We teach in ABC mode so you can understand them in depthly without having any form of confusion. So now we're going to be talking about, before I even go into talking about them one by one and explaining each of them, can we all say it in the comment section? Principle of hierarchy, the principle of layout, the principle of repetition, the principle of negative space slash, we have principle of alignment and principle of contrast. These are the principles of design that we follow as UX designers. It enables us to what? Create better user experiences, create aesthetic websites, create aesthetic mobile apps. So now the first one we're going into is principle of hierarchy, and it says over here that this is the ability to create order of importance. It is the what? It is the ability to create order of importance. If you've heard the word hierarchy before, I think you basically understand what it means. Hierarchy basically means it's like a pyramid. Which is more important, which is coming first, which is coming next, what is coming at the first position, what is coming at the second position. So it's basically you creating order of importance, which is more important to be put in a mobile app. So for example, you open TikTok, or let me not use TikTok since I've already used TikTok before. I think the most used app it also is Snapchat. People use Snapchat all of the time. So imagine you have Snapchat and probably the designer didn't follow the principle of hierarchy. And if whenever you open Snapchat, the first thing you see is the map of where all your friends are, where all your friends or your mutuals are currently. It will kind of be confusing. It will be confusing for you because you want to kind of navigate to where the camera is, where you can take pictures or where you can message your friends. I mean, everybody knows that Snapchat is basically a mobile app. It's basically a software, or basically a software where people can basically take pictures, add filters, and so many more like that. So imagine opening Snapchat and the first thing you're seeing is a map. You'll be confused. Like, it's a mobile app where I can basically locate a friend or locate somebody. You'll be confused. But because the designer that worked on Snapchat made it follow the principle of hierarchy, the first thing you see whenever you open Snapchat is what? A camera. It shows your face. It shows your face immediately, and then you can navigate around and see different filters all over the place. The same thing for TikTok. The purpose of TikTok is for you to basically watch videos, see videos on your FYP, and see other people all over the world. So imagine you open TikTok and the first thing you're seeing is your analytics. If you are going viral or not going viral, that will never make sense to you because you'll be confused. Am I a data analysis student? What am I analyzing here? But because TikTok, the person that designed TikTok had so much sense and you already understand the principle of design, what made it possible that whenever you open TikTok, the first thing you see is what? Your FYP, where you can basically just scroll and scroll. Even if you have not signed into TikTok before, it basically shows your FYP straight up. So the principle of hierarchy is what? It's the ability to create order of importance. What is important? What is the purpose? I always tell people in court 9 that always know the purpose of something. Like whatever you're designing, always have the purpose of it in mind. If you're designing a mobile app for students, I know that the purpose of this particular app is for students, is for a student, it's for the group of people that are within this age range, for students, have that purpose in mind. So you can basically follow a step-by-step process to achieve whatever you have in mind. So The principle of hierarchy is what? It is the ability to create order of importance. What is important? What is the purpose of this particular thing? But the purpose of Snapchat is to what? Take pictures. It's to basically take pictures with filters and many more like that, which is why designer had to follow the principle of hierarchy, which is what is important. Okay, the purpose of this mobile app is to take pictures. What is important? What should come first is what? The camera set, where you can basically take pictures first. Then you can as well see other navigations where you can message your friends, you can see their locations, you can see their stories, you can post on Snapchat, every other thing in between. But make sure that as a designer, you always follow the principle of hierarchy, which says it's the ability to create order of importance within the design elements. You can create hierarchy with size, with position, and color. So this thing I'm saying, I think I've given a few examples with Snapchat, with TikTok. So you can create hierarchy with in so many other ways. You can create hierarchy with what? With size, with position, with color. How does this make sense? How can I what kind of way can you understand all of these things? So you can create, for example, you have a landing page, or I don't know if you know what landing pages are, but you have a website, and if you want to create hierarchy with colors, you know that at the top, maybe the main color for that particular website is white and black. So imagine you want to apply hierarchy. You basically apply hierarchy with colors to whenever you're designing. You make sure maybe the background color is white, and then in some particular places you want to put black, or you want to put some other colors in between. So you make sure that it is in alignment, not like everywhere is you have black, white all over the place. Make sure maybe in your section you can put white, and then going down the website you can add some other colors in between and make it look what look okay, like look aesthetically pleasing, or make it pleasing to the eyes. So you can add hierarchy in so many ways. It doesn't have to be maybe in terms of the purpose of that particular mobile app or website. You can add it in so many ways. In size, there's something we call H1, H2, H3 in coding. I don't know if you have done HTML before. You see that whenever you're designing a landing page or designing a website, the first letter you see is what is big. It's like a very big one. It's the one in the hero section. There's something called hero section. The first thing you see whenever you go to a website is the hero section. So when you see that hero section is usually bigger, the text there is usually bigger than the one when you're scrolling below. Like when you're scrolling, you see that the text starts reducing and reducing. That thing is called hierarchy. The first thing is big, second one is a little bit smaller, the third one is a little bit, that's what's called H1, H2, H3. As you're going down, it's becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. The important one is what the H1, which is the one you see first of all. So you can apply the rules of principle of hierarchy in several ways, in terms of colors, in terms of size, in terms of so many other things in between. But just know that it's the ability to create order of importance. What is important? What should appear first? What should the user see first? That will make that user intrigued and say, oh, I want to stay on this app. I want to stay on this mobile app. I want to stay on this website. So I think everybody should understand principle of hierarchy. So now the next one we have the principle of layouts. The principle of layout. And it says over here that the principle helps you to arrange your designs with proper padding and margin. Most people do not understand what padding or margin is. I mean, when I was learning front-end development, I used to kind of confuse the both of them. I used to be like, oh, what's padding, what's margin? So I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to understand the difference between padding and margin right now. So now, can everybody see my screen over here? Can everybody see my screen? I hope everybody can see my screen. So this is an image, and we have two mobile apps inside it. Two mobile apps inside of it. So now imagine this. There's a box over here. Let me just make a proper image so everybody can understand this better. Okay. It's not making me draw something out, but let me just give a proper example. So now padding is the space inside of an element. Padding is a space inside of an element. Padding is a space inside of an element. So this is this space that we have over here. This space that we have inside over here. The space we have here is what we call the padding. The space we have outside of this space, after everything outside of this space is called the margin. So the margin is the space outside an element. This padding is a space inside the elements, while margin is a space outside the elements. So everybody say it in the comment section. What is padding? Padding is a space inside the element, inside an element, while margin is a space outside of an element. And it says over here that under the principle of layout that the principle helps you to arrange your designs with padding and margin. So imagine you have a website or you have a mobile app, or probably you're on TikTok, and everything on TikTok is it just clumsy, just squeezed together. There's no space to breathe. There's nothing in between. It's just going to be very somehow. You're going to find it really difficult to even press a navigation bar or press posts on TikTok or press or even type or whatsoever. So because of designers understand the principle of layouts, they can add padding, they can add space inside of elements, and they can add space outside of the elements. You can now conveniently scroll through your FYP, navigate from home page to comments to see what people are commenting on your post or see what people are reposting and every other thing in between. So this principle helps you to arrange your designs with padding and margin. You can achieve layout with what? The use of grids in Figma. I'm going to be working with grids today. We're going to do some practical work so we can understand all of these things better. But just know that the principle of layout says that it helps you to what? To arrange your designs with proper padding and margin. It helps you to what? To arrange your designs with what? Proper padding and margin. I just said right now that padding is the space inside of an element and margin is the space outside of an element. Please do not forget it. Padding is a space inside an element, while margin is the space outside of an element. So now we're going to go into the next one. I'm going to go to the next principle. I talked about the first principle, which is the principle of hierarchy, and it says the ability to create order of important. What's important? What's important in the mobile app? What's important in the website? And the next one is the principle of layout, which says it helps you to arrange your designs with proper padding and margin. I said padding is the space inside of an element, and margin is the space outside of an element. So now the next principle, which is principle of repetition. It says this helps your design have continuous theme, look, and feel. So now imagine you have TikTok, for example, and I always have to be on dark mode, whatever mobile app I'm using, what that I'm even using, if I can choose a theme. So imagine you're on TikTok and you have a dark theme, and then when you come to the home page, which is your FYP, you see a dark background, and that's cool. You have a dark theme on, and then when you go to the comment section, the activity section, you see a red background, and when you go to your profile section, you see the orange background. That doesn't make sense. That will make you very confused. Like, okay, well, what is going on here? Like, you might not really understand what is going on, but like, it's just going to make your eyes tweak a little bit. It's going to make you feel really somehow. So that's where the principle of repetition comes in. It says that your design have continuous theme. If you're using dark background in the home page, if you're using dark background in the landing page, in the home page of your website or home page of your mobile app, make sure it has a continuous look and feel. Make sure it's dark background all through. Make sure it doesn't. Make sure if first you're using black text, your text, all your texts are black on the home page or on your website. Make sure it's aligned with every other part of your landing or of your website or your mobile app. Don't make it confuse the users. It might not really confuse some people. It might not bother some people. Some people might not really care. Just make sure that you are following these principles, because some people, because of just that small thing, something we call psychology in UI design. So if you're not following all of these principles of UI design, there's some way people react to your designs that you might not even know. You might not know that people that's why people are not using a particular mobile app. Not like it doesn't function well or it doesn't work for them or whatsoever, but because of the way the color they use on that um mobile app, they don't want to use that mobile app. Or the particular way they structure that particular mobile app, they don't want to use a particular mobile app. There's a friend I met some years ago, and I was asking him that, oh, why don't you? I was trying to like advertise Zenith Bank for him, since I use Zenith Bank, and I was like, oh, why don't you use Zenith Bank? Zenith Bank is a good bank, and all of these things in between. But it was like, oh, it doesn't, not like Zenith Bank doesn't work for him. That he has used Zenith Bank in the past, but it just has a feeling whenever I use Zenith Bank. Doesn't like the red feel and every other thing. I was like, oh, that's really crazy, because of the color they used on Zenith Bank mobile app, it chose not to use Zenith Bank. Not like it doesn't work. Not like if it makes a transfer, it doesn't work. It works. But because of the kind of color that was used for Zenith Bank mobile app, the way it makes him feel, the way he reacted to that color, it chose not to use Zenith Bank. And Zenith Bank has lost a customer because of that. So always make sure that your team, the kind of color, the kind of look and feel that your mobile app has or your website has, is continuous. It doesn't confuse your user. It doesn't make your user have a kind of reaction that would intrigue them to make a reaction or make a decision. So repetition can be seen in color scheme and in typography. In most cases, repetition can be seen in what? In the colors that was used on a particular website or mobile app, and in the typography. If you are using a sans serif or a serif, if you are using a Calibri font, or you're using a Garamond font, or you're using a Montserrat, or you're using a Merriweather, you're using a Lato, Roboto, whatsoever, make sure it's consistent along across your mobile app or website. The next principle we're going to look at today is principle of alignments. I think most people really struggle with alignments. Most designers have worked with beginners, they always struggle with aligning their design so well. And I kind of try to study why they struggle with it. Um, the principle of alignment says that it is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being complete disorderly. What does this mean? So people, most designers struggle to make their design aligned. What does it mean? Like, for example, you have a, let me say you have a rectangle in your own page. They kind of make the rectangle not aligned, meaning that it can, this one can be in 45 degrees, this other guy can be 80 degrees. It's on from left, right, up, center. It doesn't really look appealing. So as designers, we should always ensure that everything we're designing should be well aligned, should be aligned accordingly. It should not be disorderly, it should not be disordered. It should be well aligned and well structured. So make sure that it is well aligned and well structured. So the principle of alignment says again that this is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. It's what it keeps them from being completely disordered. Whenever you're designing, ensure that everything is well structured, well aligned. If you're putting something in 50 in 90 degrees, everything should be aligned in 90 degrees. If you're putting something on a straight line, everything should be on a straight line, not like one is on a straight line on an actual straight line centered, another one is on a straight line upper left or upper right, whatsoever. Make sure everything is well structured and well assimilated. The next one is what? The principle of negative space or white space. The principle of negative space or white space. Sometimes I think most designers do not notice this, but sometimes designs some users lose focus when there's too much white space. What does it mean? There's too much space. For example, this is a the note we're working on right now. So imagine this website and they see all of the space in between. It kind of makes users lose focus. They might want to not read this text anymore, start looking at this side or looking at this side, or make them lose focus. So we have to follow, as designers, we have to follow the principle of negative space, of not adding too much white space. It says this is the space between elements on your design. Yes, there should be space, there should be padding, there should be margin, there should be space inside an element, there should be space outside of an element, but don't make it too much. Make everything moderately done. Not too much white space. It makes users lose focus, not concentrate on the actual element that they should be focusing on. So we have the next one, which is the principle of contracts. Most people really fail in principle of contracts, and I really do not know why. But most designers do not follow the principle of contracts. And it says this is refers to two design aspects that are different in appearance and making and nature working together to create design excellence. I'm going to say it again. It says this refers to two design aspects that are different in appearance and nature working together to create design excellence. So imagine you have a black background now, and then you want to put an image on top of it, and the image is black. It just makes even someone that is not blind will not see it. So imagine you have a black back or you have a white background and it's a white guy shining his teeth, and you put that white guy shining his teeth on the white background. So most people will not see it. They will not see that that's the message you're passing out. They will not see the design. So ensure that whenever you are working on a design, working on a mobile app or a website or software whatsoever, make sure you follow the principle of contrast. If you're using a white background, use a black guy on top that particular white background. If you're using, for example, I see some people say I see some people they have a white background for a mobile app and they use like a off-white text on the white background. How would a person see it? Even people that are not blind will not see that thing. So if you're using a white background, you can use a black text, you can use a red text, you can use a gray text, a dark gray text actually. can use some other kind of color of text. Don't make it contradictory for a person to see what is written. Don't make somebody squint their eyes to be able to see what is on the website. Make sure it is very much visible. So as designers, we should ensure that we follow the principle of contrast. If you're using a white background, use a darker color for someone to be able to see what is written or what is on that particular website. If you're using a dark background, don't use a dark color or a dark text or a dark image. Use something that is brighter for somebody to see what is written or what is on that particular website or mobile app. That's how the principle of contrast works. So now we're going to the I think okay, that's all for the principles of of principle of design. The first one I talked about hierarchy, principle of hierarchy, which is it's the ability to create order of importance. We talked about principle of layouting, which says this principle helps you to arrange your designs with proper padding, which I said padding is the space inside of an element. I said margin is the space outside of an element. And we talked about principle of repetition that says this helps your design have continuous look, theme, and feel. And we have the principle of alignment that says this is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. And we have the last one that says the principle of negative space. It says this is the space between elements on your design. And we are okay. This is the last one. We have principle of contrast that says this refers to the two design aspects that are different in appearance and nature, working together to create design excellence. So now we've talked about the principle of design. So now how do we apply this in real terms? How does it work? How can we apply this in real terms? How can we apply these things in real terms? I've said it's principle of design. Most successful designers follow these principles. Whether or not you learned it in school or we learned it in PDU or learned it wherever, you have to follow these principles. If not, you're going to be a failure. You're going to fail in the design aspect of tech. So now we're going to be working on very practical examples right now. I hope everybody has their system, has a cup of water, has proper internet connection, because this is going to be an amazing journey. This is going to be an amazing practical work. So please, I hope everybody can see my screen. I hope everybody can see my screen. So now we're going to be designing a simple mobile app with a sign up flow. If you do not know what sign up flows mean, sign up flows basically is like whatever you see whenever you visit the mobile app, where you say create an account or sign up or sign in, whatsoever. That's a sign up flow where you basically become an associate or become a partner or become a member of that particular software, mobile app, website, whatsoever. So now we're going to be creating a sign up flow. The first one I'm going to create is a create an account, which is a sign in account, and we're going to creating a sign up account. So now this Figma. Figma is a tool we use as UX designers. As UX designers, we use there's so many tools we can use. We don't basically have to be restricted to one tool. But the reason why we use Figma is because it's very much easy to use. You don't have to crack your head. I mean, I learned UX design on my own. I didn't go to school whatsoever, and I was able to navigate around Figma so well because it was very much easy to navigate. All of the UX writing that was written over here was easy to assimilate as a designer. So you can, if you do not want to use Figma, you can basically use Adobe XD. You can use Spline, you can use Dora, you can use any of those other tools. But I would totally advise you as beginners in UX designs to use Figma because it's very much easier to do. You can go to figma.com, sign up, sign in, create an account, whatever, and then become a member of the community. So now this is Figma. We have so many things over here. I'm sure you kind of confused. Oh, what is this? What is going on here? This brown space or this gray space that you can see over here is called the Canva. This space over here is called the Canva. We have our left panel where you can see all of the things you design. You can see your layers. This is what we have on the Canva. All the things you have on your Canva, you can see it on the left panel over here. We have our design tools over here down here. You can see we have our cursor, which is cursor. We have our hand tool. We have our scale. We have our frames. So in Figma, we work with frames often. We use frames to create all of this structure of mobile apps on website and all of those things in between. We have our shapes also. We have rectangle, we have lines, we have arrows, we have ellipse, we have polygon, we have star, and so many more like that. Then we have our pen tool. So if you have somebody that draws, I'm sure you could have seen it now. I think that is one of the design trends going on presently. Most UX designers are now kind of turning into UX illustrator. So people are now basically drawing as UX, and they can basically draw a human being face and all of those things in between. So if you're somebody that can draw very well, you can also use Figma to draw illustrations and all of those things in between. And you can basically make money from drawing illustrations on Figma by uploading your designs, your illustrations on Blush, which is a plugin in Figma. So now we have the pen and you have a pen. If you have an iPad or you have a touchscreen laptop, you can basically just use this pen tool or to, you can also still work with it with your laptop without having to have a touch screen. You can see I can work with something like this with my pen tool over here without having a touch screen or whatever. So now we have our text, we apply different texts, we have our comments, and another reason why Figma is very easier for anybody to use because it's collaborative. You can basically collaborate with your friends, with your teammates in Cohort 9. We collaborated as teams, work on different designs, worked on different designs as a team. It was quite fun because I mean you were working on the design and you can basically just tell your friend, put a comment and say, oh, you're designing is trash, or what you're designing is so good, and laugh about it and just have fun as a team. So it's very collaborative and it brings a lot of teamwork into this space. And we have the last one over here, which is we can add assets, you can add plugins. We're going to talk about all of these things in the elementary cohort. So please do not miss this opportunity. We are waiting for you. We're gladly waiting for you, and we can't wait to see you on the other side of the journey. So now we're going to create a simple sign-up flow right here. We're going to be replicating something like this over here. Like I said before that as UX designers, we use frames often to create actual mobile apps, or create not actual but like to create mobile app designs or websites. So now we have frames. We click on frames, and you can see in your right panel over here there are so many frames. We have Android Compact, we have Medium, Android Medium, we have iPhone 16, and we have so many other frames like that. All of these frames basically means the kind of structure, the kind of way you want to see that particular mobile. Do you want to see it in an iPhone 16 Pro Max? Do you want to see it in an iPhone 16 Pro? Do you want to see it in an iPhone X? Do you want to see it in a tablet, in a desktop, in a presentation mode, in a wristwatch, in a paper, in a social media format? Anyhow you want to see it, whenever you preview it, is what you're going to pick as a frame. So right now, to preview this thing as an iPhone 16 Pro Max, so I'm going to pick an iPhone 16 Pro Max over. Just click on it, and we have a frame over here. Yeah, it looks like this right now, but once we preview it over here, it's going to show an iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I'm going to just click on this to load. We're going to wait for a while to load, for that thing to load, but now we are going to still work on this. So now let's create a side of flow. So you can basically just name this as create an account. What I did is just to double click on that blue thing and just write the text, create an account. Okay, create an account. I hope everybody's following me. And now we have this over here. So now I want to start following all of the principles, right? Principle of hierarchy, principle of alignment, and every other thing in between. I'm going to be following each of those principles right now. So now, first thing we're going to do now is okay, let me show you this. So can you see your iPhone 16 Pro Max showing right here? Instead of this frame, it's going to be showing on here. So now we're going to be following the principle of design right now. The first principle we're going to be following now is the principle of alignment. We're going to follow, okay, before we even follow the principle of alignment, we're going to follow the principle of layouting. As you said over here, the principle helps you to arrange your design with proper padding and margin. You can achieve layout with what grids in Figma. You can achieve what layout with the use of what grids in Figma. So now we're going to be adding some kind of grids in Figma. So grids helps you to make sure that this space here and this space at the back here is the same thing. It's proportional. The space in front here is the same space at the back here is proportional. Space here, the same space here, and everything in between. So now, how do we impute a grid right now in this particular frame? In your right panel over here, you scroll to the bottom of it, and you're going to see something called layout guide. First thing you're going to do is what? Click on that element, click on that frame, and then scroll to the bottom, and you see layout guide. So just click on layout guide, and you see grid 10 pixels. We're not adding actual grid. We'll just know this. We just want to know the space in the front and the back. So we're going to be adding a column. So you're going to just click on this drop down right here and click on columns, and then you can adjust it to how you want it to be. Do you want to be 6, 5, whatever? So I think this 9 kind of is similar to this space they put in between. So I think 9 is okay. Maybe we should just make it 10. So we made it 10, and then we have added follow the principle of what? Follow the principle of layout, principle of layout now. So now the first thing we're going to do now is to what? We're supposed to add this icon over. This thing is an icon, this arrow sign is an icon, but we are not going to be adding it just yet because we're going to be, if we are going to add, we're going to be using plugins, and we are not talking about plugins just yet. So just kind of remove this out of your mind. Remove this particular, so we're going to be starting from here. Now we are going to put this text, which is create an account. How do we do that? We can see this in this tab bar here. You can see T, which stands for text. Click on it, and then you see it turns to a plus sign. So you can see it turns to a plus sign. Then just click it on the frame, and then write your create an account. It's a little bit small and it doesn't look similar at all. So you can see that it's a little bit, it's not even a little bit, it's actually small and it doesn't look similar. So what are we going to do now? We're going to double click on this, and it's already highlighted. And then we're going to go to here where we're going to see typography. In your right panel over here, you can scroll to the bottom and you see typography. It's on Inter, and we don't want it to be on Inter because this kind of looks like a Poppins. This looks like a Poppins font. So we're going to look for Poppins fonts. You can choose whatsoever fonts you want. So just click on Poppins, and it looks like a Poppins already, right? It looks similar. So now we're going to make it a little bit bolder because it's on regular right now. So we're going to make it bold. We're going to increase the font size a little bit. I think bold is a little bit too bold. So we're going to use semi-bold. Yeah, semi-bold is quite all right. So we're going to leave it at this, at 32. And then we're going to align it properly. So now we're following the principle of what? Alignments. Now we follow the principle of what? Alignment. So following the principle of alignment says this is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. So now we have aligned it properly. You can see we've aligned it properly. We've created what? Create an account. Now you can see it over here. Can you see it? Whatsoever you do on here in the back end, I always call this the back end. I always tell people that I'm a full stack UI designer, and they'll be like, what do you mean? Because we work in the back end and front end also. Like whatever I'm doing at the back end, it's working on the front end also. So now we have done this, and then it's showing over here. Really nice, really good, really nice, really good. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to create this particular thing right here. So you can see this email. And fun thing, I don't know if you are noticing it already, but it's something that I'm seeing here, and I hope everybody else is seeing it. So the first thing, this first text, this create an account text is bigger than this email. So what kind of principle are we following on here? We're following the principle of hierarchy. This text is way bigger than the email text. Imagine this email text is big the same way this create an account text is. It will not make sense because the main purpose, the importance of this landing page is okay. I hope everybody can hear me. So now we've created this particular text. I'm going to do it one more time so everybody has clarity on how we created this particular text. So the first thing we're going to do now is to go. You can see this bar right here. You can see this tab bar right here. You see this thing called T. This says if you over you put your mouse over it, you see it says text. So click on that particular text, and then you see the plus sign. Go to where you want the text to appear. Click on it, and then write create an account. And then you can align it to how you want it to be aligned on the other end. You can see. So now, if you want to make it a little bit bolder, just double click on this, and then you can make it bold. You can go to text over in the right panel. In the right panel, you can go to, you see alignment, you can see position, you can see all of these things. Then you can, over here you see typography. Look for typography. You can change the text font whatsoever you want. But over here I can see that it's a Poppins font. So you can put Poppins, you can use Roberto, you can use any other text you wish to use. But now we're going to be using a Poppins font. And you can make it bold, you can make it semi-bold, however you want it to be. But now we're going to leave that bold, and then we increase the font size to 32. You can make it 40, whatever you want it to be. But I'm going to leave it at what, 32, because it kind of looks similar to this particular mobile app we have on here. So I hope everybody is following. I hope everybody's following. So yeah, give me a minute. Let me do something real quick. All right, so I can see a few comments of people saying, "Oh, they are really getting it, and they need me to go over again," which is very much understandable. So I'm going to go one more time for everybody, so everybody can have clarity and we can take everybody along from scratch. Because that's how we do it on here in PDU. We take everybody along. We leave no man down. Everyone is taken along. So I'm going to start one more time. I hope everybody understands me a little bit better now. So now we're talking about the principle of design. We're talking about the principles of design. And the first principle of design we have is principle of hierarchy. Principle of hierarchy. The principle of hierarchy. We have several other principles, but now we're talking about the principle of design. I'm sure everybody can see this. We have principles of design. We have hierarchy. We have layout. We have repetition. We have negative space and white space. We have alignment, we have contrast. We have so many principles of designs. So we're going to talk about principle of hierarchy, which is the first principle over here, and says this is the ability to create order of importance without the design element within the design element. So it's the ability to create order of importance within the design element. This is what the ability to create the order of importance within the design element. It's the ability to create the order of importance. What is important? What's coming first? What should come first and what should come next? That's basically what the principle of hierarchy is all about. What should come first and what should come next. I gave an example before that whenever you visit mobile apps like TikTok or Snapchat or whatever, the first thing you see is what is when you go to TikTok, first thing you see is what? The FYP page. Whether or not you have signed into TikTok before, or you're a member of TikTok, or you're a creator, or whatever, you're just someone that basically scrolls through TikTok. The first thing you see is the FYP, which is why, because the designer that designed TikTok already had this in mind, that this is the purpose of TikTok. And the first thing that should be what's important, what should the users see whenever they come to TikTok? The first thing they should see is what? The FYP, where they can basically watch people's video. They can see all of the things in between. So the person that created Snapchat, the person that designed Snapchat also had this design principle in mind that, oh, what's the purpose of Snapchat? The purpose of Snapchat is basically for people to basically take pictures with filters and all of those things in between, which is why when you sign into TikTok, into Snapchat, you see that logo, obviously. But the next thing you see is what? The camera, where you can basically take pictures, you can basically use filters and all of those things. You don't basically see the messaging inbox first or see the activity section or whatsoever. The first thing you see is what? The camera feature, because that is what the most important thing about the particular mobile app. So the principle of hierarchy says it's the ability to create order of importance. What is important? What should come first? What should come first? It's something we call hero sections in websites. Hero section is the first thing you see whenever you visit a website. So if you don't see an hero section, probably that's not a website, because whenever you visit any website at all, the first thing you should see is the hero section, because it's the most important section on every website you come across. So it says this is the ability to create order of importance within the design elements. It's the ability to create the order of importance within the design elements. So I hope everybody understand this better now. I'm going to perform actual practical work on this. I think we already started one already, but it's very much okay for me to carry everybody along, so we do not slack or we do not leave our brothers and our sisters along the way. So now this is the ability to create order of importance within the design elements. You can create hierarchy with what size, with position, and with color. You can create hierarchy with so many things. You can create hierarchy with colors. You guys in black color in your hero section on your mobile in the beginning of TikTok. There's TikTok has this in the home page. The first thing you see as the background color or whatever you see first is what is black. The next thing you see, you don't basically see orange as the activity feed, or you see purple or other color. Everything just basically follows a principle called principle of hierarchy. The next one we have is the principle of layouts. The principle of layouts is the second one we have on the principle of design. I said over that the principle helps you to arrange your designs with proper padding and margin. So I said, what is padding? I said padding is the space inside of your element, the space inside of your element, and margin is the space outside of your elements. So now it says over that the principle helps you to arrange your designs with proper padding and margin, meaning it helps you to arrange your design with proper spacing inside of your element and outside of your element. Nothing is structured. Everything is just properly structured with good spacing. This is why that you can achieve layout with what use of grids in Figma. You can achieve layouts with the use of what grids in Figma. I think we just performed a little bit of adding grids now. Everybody can see my screen. And then we created this particular frame over here and we added grid. You can see all these red marks are called grids in Figma. And you can see over here that even when you preview this particular design, you can't see it over here because why? This is a back end work, this is the front end work. So whatever you're performing here, it basically shows over here, but the grading is just basically to help you to what align your work properly with what proper margin and proper was padding. So this is why that the principle helps you to arrange your designs with what proper padding and proper was margin. And I said padding is a space inside your element. Please do not forget this. Padding is a space inside your element, and margin is a space outside of your elements. It says you can achieve layouts with what use of grids in Figma. So we have the next one, which is the principle of repetition. And it says over here that this helps you to design, this helps your designs have continuous what theme, look, and feel. Repetition can be seen in color schemes and typography. For example, you are creating a website, and the first page you use Poppins font. There are different type of fonts. There's serif font, there's sans serif font, and under serif font we have several fonts. Under sans serif font we have other several fonts. So now imagine you are creating a website now, and the first font you use on the landing page, on the home page, is Poppins, and then in the about us page you use Time New Romance, or you use Merriweather, you use Montserrat. It will not look nice. It will look different. It will not look like the same website. So the principle of repetition helps your design have a continuous theme. It makes it look like the same thing, not like somebody visits your own page and say, "Oh, this is nice," and the person goes to the about us page and the person just sees a whole different kind of font or kind of typography, and doesn't want to did I make a mistake to click a link, like, or are they redirecting me to that particular website, or what? The person get confused. So don't bring confusion to your users. Make sure that whenever people users are using a particular mobile app or website, there's no confusion at all. So the principle of repetition avoids that confusion by what helping your design have what a continuous theme, look, and feel. If you're using black background for your home page, make sure you're using that particular black background for your what, for your about us page, for your contact us page. For you can add other colors. It is valid, but ensure that there's a consistency in your design. There's consistency across your design. So it says it helps your design have continuous theme, look, and feel. The principle of repetition says it helps your design. It's what helps your design have continuous themes, look, and feel. Repetition can be seen in color schemes and typography, meaning that repetition can be applied or can be visually seen in colors and what in typography. So we have the next one, which is the principle of alignment. And this is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. Now, for example, let me show you a practical example real quick. So imagine you have this particular mobile app right now, and you want to create a square shape, and you align this square shape to be like this, and then you create another square shape, something that's supposed to be aligned, you create it like this, you make it like this, and you make it like this, and you create another square shape that looks like this. Does this look like something that you look at two times? Does this thing look like something that you look at two times? There's no way somebody will look at it and they'll really get confused. But imagine somebody sees something like this instead. Obviously you want to look at something like this. You want to look at this because this looks a little bit more structured, and it looks at something like, so it was designed by someone that knows what he's doing. So that's what the principle of alignment is trying to tell us here. That it is the arrangement of your elements on your design that keeps them from being completely disordered. I see some designers are designing and then they just put some things in a disordered way. It doesn't look nice, doesn't even look aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. You cannot look at the thing two times. So ensure that whatever you're designing is well ordered, ordered, is in alignment. It looks properly structured. The principle of alignment says it's the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. Everything must be ordered. If you are following the principle of alignment, your design should look something like this. Everything should be structured. The space here and the space at the back should be the same thing. The space in between them should be similar, should be the same thing. So now we're looking at the next principle, which is the principle of negative space. The principle of what? Negative space. The principle of what? Negative space. The principle of negative space. It says this is the space between elements on your design. Yes, your design should have yes, your design should not be choked together. But that doesn't mean that your design should have too much space. Like it should be too much white space. White space basically means there's too much of space in between. You can see some people don't create a navigation bar and then they put defect. Imagine I want to create so many elements and I add this space in between elements, in between these elements. It will look like what are you using these other spaces to do? Are you eating there or are you sleeping there? So there should not be too much white. All of the space here and the space there is called white space, called negative space, negative or white space. So there should not be too much of space. Yes, there should be. Your design should not be choked up together, but it should not be what too much. Everything should be done moderately. That was the principle of negative space saying. It's trying to tell us here that this is a space between elements on your design. So as a UI designer, as a product designer, as a motion designer, a graphic designer, there should not be too much of space in your design. And it also goes the same way, saying that your design should not be choked up. It should not be choked up, and it should not be what too much of space. Do your designs moderately. Everything should be done moderately. That's what the principle of negative space is trying to tell us right here. The design should be what done moderately, not too much space, and the design should not be what choked up in the same way. Now we have the next one, which is the principle of contrast, and most designers fail to understand that color is a very important thing when it comes to website. This is why some people will hire you to design a website that was probably designed some in the 90s because they wanted to add some more aesthetic, some more modern feel to a particular website or mobile app. So the principle of contrast says this refers to two design aspects that are different in appearance. I'm coming again. This refers to what two design aspects that are different in appearance and nature working together to create design excellence. For example, you have a website and the background of that website is what is white, and you went ahead as a designer that doesn't follow the principle of contrast to use off white as a text to put on that particular website. Anybody that will visit that website will struggle, will squint their eyes to actually see the text that's written on a particular website. But imagine you are following the principle of contrast, and then you use a white background and then you use a black text on that particular white background. Yes, I can see it properly. You can see it even if you are using glasses. You can actually see that, oh, there's a text written there. Even if you're not seeing the exact text, but you know that, okay, there's a text written over there. So the principle of contrast is saying to two design aspects are different in appearance. The two design aspects is what the background color and what the text color. So it said two design aspects are different in appearance, which is what the white background and we have the black text background, and nature working together to create design excellence. So what creates design excellence? If you're using off-white text and you're using white background, you are definitely not creating a design excellence. But yeah, if you're using a white background and using a black text or a red text, a bright red text, you're creating what? Design excellence. So that's all about the principle of design. Talk about the principle of hierarchy. We'll talk about principal hierarchy. I said it's the ability to create order of importance. Just imagine a pyramid, or imagine if you've ever learned HTML before, you know there's something called H1, H2, H2. H1 will come first in a landing page or in a mobile app. H2 can then go next, H3 can go next, and every other thing in between. So principal hierarchy is saying what should come first. That's the question you should ask yourself. What is the first thing I should? If it's what, for example, probably you got your first job after you've come to PD, you have joined the diploma class, then you're looking for a job and you got a job in Europe or in USA or in Canada and you're working remotely, sipping wine, sipping drink, and every other thing in between. And then they give you a project to design a mobile app or a website for an educational company in the USA. So the first thing you should ask yourself as a designer is, what am I designing first? What should come first? What will my users see first? That's the first question you should ask yourself. After you have done all of the research, all the information architecture, all of those things in between, user personas and every other thing, the question you should ask yourself is, what am I designing first? What should come first? Am I designing the home page? What should come first? Is it the home page coming first? Is it the avatar page coming first? Is this page coming first? Is it the exactly coming first? Is it the that's coming first? Is it the landing page that's coming first? Just ask yourself that question all the time. What is important? What is the important I should put on what should come first? This landing page, in this mobile app. So that's basically what the principle of hierarchy is trying to tell us, that whenever as a designer wants to be successful, ensure that you have in mind that whatever I'm designing should have an hierarchy, should have a level of importance. The next one is the principle of layouts. I always call it the principle of layouts and whatever. Principle of layouts. Okay, say that whatever you're designing should not be choked up. Should not look like it's they they're dating, they're married, or between them. Even if we're similar or friends, my parents are best friends, it should be something that there should be boundaries, there should be spacing in between us that will say, okay, I don't like this. You don't basically should stay away from me whenever I'm doing this. You should do this whenever I'm doing that. So this principle of layouting is saying that design should not be choked up. Design should have spacing in between elements. I should have spacing outside of that element. So instead why the principle helps you to arrange your designs with proper margin, space inside of your elements, and margin is a space outside of an element. So we have the next one, which is principle of repetition. The principle of repetition says that your background in the home page should be similar to the background in your about us page, in your contact us page, in your MVP page, in your create an account page, in your sign up page. All of the things should have the same look and feel. There should not be any form of confusion to your users. Everything should have the same look and feel. Yes, you can add some kind of little bit of Gen Z, or add a little bit of modernization to your design. You can add all of those things, it's valid. But ensure that whatever you're designing should have the same level of look and feel to that particular website. If you're using a particular text in the home page, it should be the same thing for the about us page or the contact us page and the every other page that will be created for that particular design or that particular project. The principle of repetition is saying this helps your design have continuous theme, look, and feel. And then we have the next one, which is the principle of alignment. Whatever you're designing should not be from one should be going to the north, one should be going to the south, one should be going to Nigeria, one should be going to Africa, one part of the world. Everything should be in a linear format. Should be maybe not a linear format, maybe not an exact linear format, but it should be in a structured and well ordered format. So that's what the alignment is saying. It's saying this is the arrangement of elements on a design that keeps them from being completely disordered. Everything should be well structured, well ordered, to be ordered in a particular way that looks appealing to the eyes, appealing to anybody that will see, that will say, okay, this is something that I can work with. This is something I can use I can see and feel okay with. I will not react negatively to. So now we have the next one, which is the principle of negative space. It as much as I said, there should be boundaries, there should be space in between elements, inside of an element or outside of an element. It should not be too much. It should not, there's something called white space. White space is when there's too much of space. Like you whenever you're scrolling on a website that doesn't have negative space, you be like, what did is something missing here? Something not loading here? Or as the image not loaded yet? You be asking yourself that kind of question, not knowing that not image there at all, because specifically the designer do not what follow the principle of negative space. So ensure that as a designer, there's your designs are not choked up, and in the same way, the designs doesn't have too much of space that kind of confuse your users or make your user ask questions like, oh, probably something that's not loaded yet, maybe the image has not loaded yet, or maybe, oh, there's a text there, but my whole system is not working very well. That's why the text has not load finish. Don't confuse your users like that. Make sure that your users have the most clarity, and they're not confused. They have the right information at their face. Now we have the last one, which is principle of contrast. Principle of contrast saying, oh, there's two things now. There's me and you on the other end. There should be a difference between me and you that can differ, that makes us different. Something that makes me and you different as a person. Maybe I like pink and you don't like pink. That's the difference between me and you. Maybe I have a brown eyes and you have a blue eye. That's the difference between me and you. That's what the contrast is saying right here. Now, if you're in a black background for a website, there should be a brighter text on that particular black background that will make your users see whatever the information you have put on that particular website in a more visible way. So I hope everybody understands this more now. I hope everybody understands this now. I hope everybody understand. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, thumbs up. Give me your best reaction in the comments. Give me your best reaction in the comments. Give me your best reaction in the comment before we go to practical work. Give me your best reaction in the comments. Give me your best reaction in the comments. Give me your best reaction in the comments if you understand better. Okay, now let's go to some practical work right away. So we don't take so much about time, and I think I want everybody. I mean, there's something Nigeria system are kind of implicating now, or kind of bringing into the limelight now, that whenever they teach theory, they always bring what's practical for more understanding. And we do that here over PDU every single time. We always ensure that there's practical work every time. So we do just some bunch of words or bunch of explanation, but we also understand that this is how it works in real life, in real terms. It's not just talking. We have actual good workings over here. So I'm going to be applying what some practical work based on what the principle of hierarchy that we just talked on right now. So we're creating we're creating this particular sign up flow. We're creating this particular mobile app right now. So please pay attention. This particular software that I'm using right now is called Figma. If you've never heard of Figma before, Figma is a software for UI designers to basically work on designs. And I think it's not, let me not say UI designers, because product managers use Figma, motion designers use Figma, graphic designers use Figma. So it's for designers, it's for creatives like me and you to basically work on designs and bring something to life. So this is Figma. This is the interface already. If you want to, if you have not used Figma before, you can go to figma.com and then create an account, and you basically can create designs, create mobile app, design landing pages, and every other thing in between. So now this is the this black space that you can see over here. This gray space is called the canvas. This left panel to my left, this pattern to my left is called the layer panel, where you can see all of the things you are creating. You can see the create accounts frame right here. You can see the image we have over here, the sign up flow image we have over here. You can see your asset. You can see so many things in this layer panel. The panel to my right over here is where you can see how you can tweak your designs, can make your designs, whatever you're designing, you can basically adjust them, add colors, add text, add every other thing in between over here to your design panel, to the panel on my right. And then we down below here we have our design tab, where you can put your move to your hand to your scale. You can add frames. Frame basically helps you to whatever you design in a frame, basically shows as probably a mobile app or a television, a presentation, a website, whatsoever. So this is, I want to create a frame right now together. Let's create a frame together as a team. So now we have our pen tool. and our pencil tool. We have our text, we have our comments, we have our actions where we can add plugins and widgets. We're going to be talking about plugins and widgets in later times. But now let's create a design workflow. Let us apply the principles of designs over here. So now we have, I said before, we have our frames. So we're going to click on frames. And over here to our right panel, we can see so many frames. We have iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max. We have so many frames over here. But you can pick any other frames you like. Now we can see that this particular design we're trying to replicate is a mobile app. This particular design we're trying to replicate is a mobile app. Meaning it can be this particular design we have over here is a mobile app. So we're going to pick an iPhone 16. You can pick any mobile app frame you have over here. You can pick an iPhone X, SE, iPhone 13, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 13 and 14. You can pick whatsoever. But personally, I'm going to pick in iPhone 16 Pro Max. First thing I did is what? Go to my tab panel right here. You can see this thing that looks like one, like if you put your mouse over it, you see it shows what frames. You can click on it and it basically takes you to this panel to your right, and then you can pick on any frame you want, as long as you know that what you want to do. If it's a mobile app you're doing, you can pick any of these frames. If it's a tablet, you can pick a tablet. If it's a, you can see the tablets we have iPad mini, we have Surface Pro 8, we have iPad Pro 11. If it's a landing page or a website, you can pick a desktop. You can see the desktop. We have desktop, we have MacBook, we have MacBook Pro. You can pick whatsoever as long as you know what exactly you're doing. But right now, I'm designing for a mobile house. I'm going to pick an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm going to pick an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then we have it over here. Basically, we click on it, we basically just shows on our Canva over here. So everybody can see this. I hope everybody can see. First thing I did is what? My tab panel right here. Click on frames, and you can see so many frames over here. You can see phone, you can see tablets. I picked iPhone 16 Pro. I just click on iPhone 16 Pro Max, and basically just showed me an iPhone 16 Pro Max right here. So now we're going to be applying the first principle of design, which is the principle of layouting. We're going to find what the principle of layouting. What does the principle of layouting says? This is over, you can see it over here that what you can achieve layouts with what the use of grids in Figma. So how do you apply grids in Figma? How do you apply grids in Figma? How do you apply grids in Figma? First thing you're going to do is what? Click on this particular frame. You can see that whenever you click on it, it basically shows blue surrounding it. It shows like a blue border. Then you can go to your design panel over here to your right, and then scroll to the bottom, and you can see stroke, you can see effect, you can see layout guide, you can see export. Click on layout guide, and basically shows you this graph thing, this graphical thing. But now I want to just apply not apply grid, not to everywhere in our design, but just to the front and back. So we're going to be adding what? Columns. You can also add rows in any how you want it. You can add rows if you want to add space in between, like up and down. We want to add space right and front and back. I'm going to use what? Columns. I'm going to adjust it to how we want it to be. So we're going to apply 10. And it kind of looks like the spacing from here and here in the back. So now we've done that. Next thing I'm going to do now is to add text, which is the create an account text. Create an account text. Create account text. In this same tab panel down here, in the same tab panel that we have down here, we click on what? Text. And then we can see that it has this plus sign already as our cursor. It changed from being our cursor, normal cursor, to change to what? To being a text, like a plus sign. So you click on your frame and then you add text, which is create an account. And then we've done that. You can make it bold. You can highlight it bold 2 times. Just double click on it, and then you can go to your design panel to your right, scroll to the bottom, you see typography, and then you can change it to from whatever font you want it to be. If you don't want it to be, make sure you double click on it though, and then you can change to whatever font you want it to be. But right now I'm going to leave that at Poppins, and then we're going to make it semi bold, and then we're going to make it what the font size to be 32. and then we've left it as that. And now we're going to apply the next principle. The first principle we applied was principle of layouting, where we applied, where we what made it, we applied the grid. The next principle we're applying now is the principle of alignment. So we're going to drag this, create an account text, and make sure it's well aligned. Make sure it's what well aligned. And now it's aligned. It's very much aligned. So now next we're adding now is this text, which is email, and then this input field over here. We're going to apply, we're going to write this email. I'm sure some you are, if you are very conversant of what I've been talking about, I'm sure you understand that there's something called principle of hierarchy that's going on here. This is a bigger text, which is create an account. Then we have the email text, which is smaller, and then we have this example at gmail.com, which is even smaller than the email text that we have there. So that's principle of hierarchy going on there in terms of text and size. So now we have this bigger text, which is create an account, which is the bigger one, the main thing that users need to see. Then we have the email, then we have the create example at email.com, which is the placeholder. So now we've created this particular thing. Now we have to create this email text over here. So how do we do that? We go to the tab panel down here, and then we click on text, and then we click put it on our frame, and then we write email. But right now it's very big and it's not following the principle of hierarchy. Actually, you can see it doesn't even make any sense. Even if we're following the principle of alignment right now, it looks really somehow, it doesn't look similar to this one we're creating right here. So now what do? We reduce the text a little bit. So we double click on this email, and then we go to our typography section over here, to the design panel. And then we go to our typography section over here, and then we click on what medium, and then reduce the font size to what, probably 25. Let's make it a little bit small. 25 is even a little bit too big, so we're going to reduce it to what, to 20. And now it looks similar to this guy where we have over here. I hope everybody's following me. The first thing we did, let me come again. The first thing we did was create this particular text. We first of all make sure we follow the principle of layouting by adding a grid. Then the next thing we do is create a text, and make sure we follow the principle of alignment by positioning it very much well. The next thing we're doing now is creating a text, an email text, and following the principle of hierarchy. This text is bigger than the email text that we have over here. Now I've created this already. The next one we're going to create is the input field. This box right here. We're going to create this box right here. I'm going to create this box right here. I hope you're following. I hope everybody's following me. So I've created this first guy. I've created this second guy. Now the next thing we're creating is this other guy right here, this input field guy right now. How do we do that? How do we create that? So in our tab panel over here, I said it before that this is our cursor. We can add this our cursor right here. Then we have our frames. Then we have our shapes. Then we have our pen tool, then we have our text, then we have comment, then we have plugin section or action section. Then right now we're going to add a text. We're going to add a shape, which is a rectangle shape, because this looks like a rectangle, but with a little bit of corner radius, which is like some border edges, a little bit of curvy edge. Now we're going to create a rectangle. We're going to just drag it out. And make it look similar. And make sure it's well aligned, left and right. Make sure it's well aligned. Make sure it's well structured also. So it's already coming alive, right? It's already coming alive. So now you can see that the background of this particular input field is white, like the normal background that we have over here, and then it has a black border. How do we have something like that? How do we add something? How do we make up something like that? First thing you're going to do is click on this particular rectangle. You go to a design panel over here to your right and scroll to the bottom, and there's something called fill. And then you click on the fill, and you can change the color to whatever you want. And in case you do not know, white in UX design is F6 times. So now if I click on this particular that D9, you can write F6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and enter. It changes to what? White. white, total white. So now it's like the normal it's like the normal background, but now there's a corner, there's a border there's a border over it that is what, that is black. There's a border over there that is what, that is black. So you click on it, and then we had border. So over here, it's not signified as border, like adding a border. It's called stroke. So you go to you click on your elements, click on the particular rectangle that we already drew out, and then you go to your design panel and scroll to the bottom, and you see something called stroke. You can see the plus sign over here. You see something called what, stroke. Then you click on the plus sign, and it shows what, a stroke already. So you can see this is already, is that a stroke? But stroke is not thick enough. It's not like we want it to be. So now you can make it a little bit thicker if you want it to be. So you go to your stroke panel. You can see it's on black. Black is 006 times, 06 times. While white is F 6 times. So you can make the stroke a little bit bigger. You can see? You can make it a little bit smaller, however you want it to be. So now I'm going to leave it as 2. And then we're going to now add a corner radius. That thing that makes these edges curvy, we're going to add it right now. The thing that made these edges curvy, we're going to add it right now. The first thing we're going to do now, is that we made the background, we changed the color of the background from it being gray to it being white by what, clicking on it, then scrolling to the bottom, seeing fill, it's all fill. I'll change it from what, change to what, white. And I said everybody, white is what, F 6 times. Black is what, 06 times. F is what, white is what, F 6 times. Zero is black is what, 06 times. So now we added a background color of white, and then we went ahead to add a stroke, black stroke. We made the weight 2. So that's how we came about all of this. So now I want to made the edges curvy. You can see that the edge is a little bit sharp, like an actual rectangle, but now I want to make it what, a little bit curved. Now I click on this, and then you can see over here in your design panel, we have alignment, we have position alignment, we have position, we have rotation, we have under layout, we have dimension, under appearance, we have opacity, and then we can see corner radius. So now we click on corner radius, click on this corner radius, and we can increase the corner radius to however we want it to. See, you can make it a little curvy as you want it to be. But now we're going to make it not that curvy since we're following a particular sequence. We want to make it a little bit like 6. I think 6 is a little bit similar to this guy we have over here. So now this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I hope everybody's following me. 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 So now that's how we achieve this particular color. First thing you did was click on that particular rectangle, that particular shape. You go to appearance in your right panel over here. You see opacity, you see corner radius. You can increase the corner radius. It's normally on 0. If it's on 0, everything is nowhere is curved on the particular element. Once you increase it, it starts becoming curvy. So now we're leaving it at 6, and it's a little bit curvy. So now you can see over here that we have a text inside of this element, inside of this rectangle. There's an example at gmail.com. How do we write a text inside of a rectangle? How do we do that? So the first thing is what, go to your tab panel to your bottom, to the bottom right here, and click on text, and then it shows your plus sign. Then you click inside of the rectangle, and then you write your example at gmail.com. Now it's a little bit too big. Since I'm following the principle of hierarchy, you can see that this email and this example at gmail.com is different in size. We're going to reduce the size, and even not just even in size and in color. In size and in color. We're going to reduce this particular example at gmail.com to probably 16. And now, or maybe let me make it 18. Now we have done that, but now the color still remains the same. So how do we change color? We can highlight 2 times, and then we can change the color to however we want it to be changed to. So we're going to add gray. We're going to make it gray. You can see now it looks similar. Can you see this? Now we have our design to life. You can see this. What is on here is similar to what we have on here. Can you give me a round of applause for this? Can we give ourselves a round of applause for this? Can we give ourselves a round of applause for this? Can we give ourselves a round of applause for this? We've achieved something great today. We've achieved something great today. We've achieved something wonderful today. You've achieved something wonderful today. You can post on your LinkedIn, on your TikTok, wherever, that you achieved something great today. So let's run this thing right now and see how it looks like in real times. Let's run it right now. Let's run it right now. Okay. I hope everybody understands what we just did. I hope everybody understands what we just did. I hope everybody understands what we just did. All right. All right. Now we can see this. Can you see this? Everybody? Can you see this, everybody? It looks very similar to what we have on here. It looks very similar to what we have on here. So now let's go to the next step. But before we go into the next step, we have to group all of these things together. So we know that they are one family. We have to group this guy, this rectangle guy, this email guy. We have to group everything. How do we group elements together? How do we make I'm sure everybody knows what grouping means. Group means, for example, in school, when you're in school, when you're in church, they put me and you in group A. They put me and then you and somebody else in group B. We are now a group, meaning that if they're referring to us now, they're not referring to me as Miss Goodness or referring to you as Miss James or what Mr. James or whatever. They're referring to us as group A, group B, group C. We're now singular items. Me and you are now singular items. So how do we group elements together? We can also group elements together in Figma. So how do we do that? We go to our left panel over here. We press our control on our laptop, press control on your laptop, then click on whatever you want to group together. Click on, if you want to group your email create account together, you can click it. But now our grouping only was the email, the example at gmail.com, then this rectangle we have over. So now we're going to click on control, then rectangle, then email, then example at gmail.com, and we press G. Now you can see what group one. Can you see this? Group one. Let me do it one more time. First thing you're going to do is what? Press your control on your laptop, then press whatever you want to group together. Email, we want to group email, want to group rectangle, want to group email example at gmail.com, and then press what? G. So it's control G. Whenever you want to group something together, it's what? Control G. So you can even rename it to whatever you want it to be. You can call it
Okay, okay. I think well done, people. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Can you hear me? Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Can you hear my voice right now? This is Mr. Favor Francis on the line. I just got back. I just got back into the class right now. Can you hear my voice right now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think my colleague, I think she has a little technical issue, and I just got into the call now just to make sure that everything is flowing right and clear. So if you can hear me, put it on the comment section. Good to go, good to go, good to go. Come on. I love that energy now. You guys know that. Is that okay? So put on the comment section. Good to go, good to go, good to go. So as we are waiting for my colleague to get back and continue having the amazing session that she was having with us. Is that okay? So let me take it one step further. I want to believe that we have been flowing. I want to believe that we have been flowing. I want to believe that you have been getting every step, starting from the principle, talking about the principle of design, and right into you mastering the principle with that design practice. Is that okay? With that design practice. So I'm going to be continuing from there real quick. I'm going to be continuing from there real quick before my colleague comes back right in. Is that okay? Okay, let me get there. Okay, so I'm going to open my Figma right now. I'm going to open my Figma. You guys know no man down. Come on. You know how we do it over here at PDU Africa. No man down. You know how we do it. You know the energy now, guys. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run that real quick. Is that okay? So we're trying to design. What are we designing? We are trying to design a sign up page. A sign up page. What did I say? A sign up page. A sign up page. What did I say again? A sign up page. A sign up page. So that's what we're trying to design. That's what we're designing with our facilitator, our amazing facilitator. That's what we are designing. We're trying to design a sign up page. Is that okay? And we're going to get back into that. Is that okay? So I'm going to share my screen. The moment you can see my screen, just put right on, right on, right on the comment. I think this is the last part I stopped with you guys on Monday. Is that okay? So I'm going to be kicking off from this part to take you guys into what my colleague, my wonderful colleague, what she was showing you guys tonight. Is that okay? Good. Okay, somebody in the comment said, sign up page, sign up page. Wow, great, great. Don't worry. Trust us as PDU ABC standard. Even if you are 8 years old, you're gonna get this tonight, right? We are right here and steady for you. Okay, now let's work together. Let's work together. Now we're gonna be designing a sign up page. So I'm gonna be opening up a new page so that we do that real quick. Sign up page. Now, the first thing you are going to do in order to design a sign up page, remember how we do it, ABC standard, is for you to select your frame two. The first thing is selecting your frame two. Come on, guys. Are you with me? Come on. Are you with me? Is to select your frame two. So where is your frame two? Your frame two is the second two when you count from the left. So you count it together from your frame two. You count one, two, again, one, two, again, one, two. Are you together? So now you select your frame two, that's the frame two, and then we are going to be using the iPhone 16 frame. The iPhone 16 frame, that is what we're going to be using tonight. Come on, I told you guys, if you don't have an iPhone, this is an opportunity to get one for yourself. Come on, I feel you guys. I know there are a lot of people that have gotten a lot of iPhones since we started this training. I love you guys. So we're going to be selecting an iPhone 16 Pro Max, an iPhone 16 Pro Max frame. In our last class on Monday, we used the iPhone 16. So today, we are going to be going higher, the Pro Max. So we select the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Come on, walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. We select the iPhone 16 Pro Max real quick, and now we have this iPhone 16 Pro Max frame. Come on, if you have gotten to this point, put it on the comment section. Too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. Is that okay? Put it in the comment section, too sweet. If you have created your frame, put it on the comment section. Too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. Come on, let's have it. Come on, I love this class. I feel the energy right here. Let's have it. Put it on the comment section. Too sweet, too sweet. If you have gotten your frame, if for any reason you cannot get this frame, it means that you did not attend our class on Monday, or you are not listening to me, or you did not even do your assignment because of this exact same thing. We did it on Monday, and I took my time to show you how to create a frame. So if for any reason you're still finding it difficult to create a frame, that means you're not moving forward. You can never be in nursery one. You can never be in elementary one forever. Nobody remains in elementary. Can you hear me now? I think I was off a few minutes. Can you hear me now? Good, good, good. I was off a few minutes. Can you hear me now? I'm back. I'm fully back now. Can you hear me now? Good, 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 good. Thank you so much for calling my attention to that. Okay. We select the frame, and then we go to the right hand side, and then you see this place that says you scroll down. Don't be shy. Hold your mouse, hold your trackpad. You see this part that says layout guide, layout guide, layout guide, layout guide. What did I say? Layout guide, just like how they lay eggs. Layout guide, layout guide. So once you take your mouse cursor to this layout guide, in front of this layout guide, you're going to see a plus sign. Come on, walk with me, 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 walk with me. We have limited time right now. Walk with me. You're going to see this plus sign. You're going to see this plus sign. Come on, plus it, plus it, plus it, plus it, plus it. So when you see this plus sign in front of the layout guide, you click on it, and immediately you click on it, you will add your layout guide. But right now, what we have just added, we have added multiple layout guide, both the row and the column. Is that okay? But we just need the row guide. We don't want the column guide, just the row guide. So how do we just need the column guide, not the row guide, rather. Is that okay? We just need the column guide, not the row guide. So how do we get the column guide? Immediately on this layout grid, you will see a pop-up. But if for any reason you don't see a pop-up floating windows, is that okay? If for any reason you don't see a pop-up floating windows, just like what you can see on my screen, come back to your layout guide, and just before you see that write-up that says grid 10 pixels, you will see something that looks like an ash icon. You will see it. Just something that looks like a window, You know how windows are? Windows are in squares. Click on that thing that looks like a window. Click on that icon that looks like a window in your house. Is that okay? The moment you click on it, your pop-up grid settings will come up. Can you see it? I'm shaking it around. I'm shaking my around. Shake, shake, shake. I'm shaking my around. Shake, shake, shake. I'm shaking my around. So once you come here, you see this stuff, you see these windows. Is that okay? You will see that option there that says grid, G-R-I-D. G for what? Gone. G for what? Gold. G for what? Gone. G for what? Gold. G for what? Gold. Is that okay? You're going to see the grid. So you click that drop down, and then you will see columns, you will see rows. Are you seeing it with me? You will see columns, you will see rows. Are you seeing it with me? You will see columns, you will see rows. Like columns and rows. What are columns? Columns are vertical, rows are horizontal. What are columns? Columns are vertical lines, rows are horizontal lines. Again, columns are vertical lines, rows are horizontal lines. Are we together? So you click on the column. You click on the column. You select the column. Now, the moment you select the column, you're going to see some options to do your settings. Is that okay? The only settings we are going to be touching here is just the margin. Don't touch any other thing. only the margin. We are going to be changing the margin to what? 24. Everybody change your margin to 24. Can I see 24 in the comment section? I love you guys. I'm working with you guys. Remember, 375 battalion, no man down. I'm the commander. No man down. 24 on the comment. Put 24 on the comment. Everybody put your margin to 24. Come on, do that for me now. 24 on the comment. Do that for me now. Do that for me now. Come on, can we have this now? Can we have this now? Do that for me now. Do that for me now. Come on. Can you have this now? Okay, now the moment you put the margin as 24, that is all about the layout grid. We have set our column lines that will direct us when putting our content. Is that okay? We have set our column lines that will direct us and help us to arrange our content accordingly. That is the reason why we are doing this. We are doing this so that we can arrange our content accordingly. If someone is watching you now, your mom, your dad, your wife, your husband, your kids, they're asking you, mommy, daddy, why are you doing this? Tell them, look at their eyes, hold them and say, I'm doing this because of I want to know how to arrange my content properly. The reason why I'm doing this is to arrange my content properly. So once you have told them that, they will believe you. So now you close it once you're done. You close it once you're done. So now the moment you're done, now you've gotten your layout grid, the next thing you are going to do now is to add your what? You can go ahead and start adding your what? Your elements. Is that okay? You can decide to give a background color to your frame. So let's give it a background color. Let's give it a background color. So we're going to give our frame a background color. So what background color are we going to give to our frame? So we're going to give it white. Mine is already white, but you can give yours white if yours is not white. In order for you to give yours white, select the frame. Are we together? Select the frame. How do you select the frame? Just click on the frame. How do you select the frame? Just click on the frame. When you click on the frame, you go to the right-hand side where you see fill. You see the fill property, F-I-L-L. Remember, you must select the frame. Just click, left click on it. And then you come to the right-hand side where my mouse cursor is shaking. You can see it. It's shaking, it's shaking, it's shaking. You can see it. And you scroll down until you get to the section that says fill, F-I-L-L. F-I-L-L. Fill, F for fish, F for fish, F for fish. So once you see that fill, you click that little icon there. The moment you click that little box icon where you see the fill, you can change yours to white. You can see mine, I can change it to red, I can change it to anything, but I leave it as white. If you want, if you can't change yours, just quickly type inside your fill, type F into 6 places. Type F into 6 places. Type F into 6 places. Type F into 6 places and click enter. That is your fill. Is that okay? So can we proceed? Come on, if you're enjoying this class, put it in the comment section. I love PDU. Come on, let's see people that are enjoying our session tonight. Put I love PDU. Now you have done that. The next thing we are going to go to step 3 now. The next thing we are doing is to what? Is to apply our header. We are going to be applying the header for this quick design we want to do tonight so that you can understand how to use the principles of design. So we are going to be selecting our text tool. To me, Sola, you say you are lost. Where are you lost? Where are you lost? I think I'm just repeating what my amazing team member have done before, just to establish my own ground. Is that okay? I think she has done this before. So where are you lost? I don't think anything I explained here is hard, or I did not take my time to explain. So Sumisola, I think you might be having network connection issues or something that is making you to be lost. So you can rewind the video and get it. Because of all I did here, trust me, is ABC. You will get it if you're following. Okay, good. The next thing we are going to be doing right now is to what? Is to create our write-up that says create an account. Is to what? Is to add our write-up that says create an account. Create an account. Create an account. Sumi Sola, my canvas space is white. I showed you how to change your color on Monday's class now. I did that. When you're not part of Monday's class, I say just click on the background, click on the canvas space, on an empty space. On the right-hand side, you will see page. You can change the color from there. Look at mine. I can change my canvas to be white. I can make it red. I can change it to be white. I can make it red. I can make it black. I taught you this on Monday. Now, when you're not in class, you were not in class, Sumisola, please follow. You're a good student, and I believe that you're following us. Is that okay? You're a good student. Is that okay? You're very consistent, and I want to make sure you're following. Is that okay? Good. So I taught you this on Monday. Okay. Great, great, great. So let's proceed. We are going to select our text tool. Is that okay? We select our text tool. Where is the text tool? The text tool, counting from the left on your toolbar at the bottom, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth tool. So we draw a box. Anybody that cannot draw text, it means that you were not part of the Monday's class, or you did not do your assignment. It means that you're not joining us today for the first time. And if you're joining us today for the first time, it is an error. Go back and watch the Monday's video. This class is progressive. Is that okay? We cannot be in nursery 1 forever. We can't be in elementary 1 forever. So when you watch the previous video, it will guide you to know exactly what we are doing in the next class. Is that okay? Don't just join the class halfway and you expect to get everything we have been talking about. Is that okay? So please do your best to actually what? Do your best to actually watch the video that you missed, in case you miss any video. Very, very important. Do your best, please, guys. So we are going to be adding that text right now. We are going to be adding that text. So I created a box right now. So I'm going to do that again. Select your text tool at the bottom. And then, who is saying they can't hear anything? Check your internet connection. Check your internet connection. If you can't hear anything, check your internet connection. Check your internet connection. My voice is audible. Am I right? Come on, if you can hear me, put yes, yes, yes on the comment. Put yes, yes, yes on the comment. Christiana, I think your internet connection is kind of bad. Good, good. Thank you so much, Famous, for that feedback. Thank you so much. So let me proceed. So the next thing we are going to do is to create a what? We'll create a text box. Let me zoom in so that you see what I'm doing properly. And then we'll we'll type in create an account. Okay, so we type in here, create an account, right? And then once we type create an account, is that okay? Once we type create an account, you'll find out that this write-up is very small. So we are going to be increasing the write-up. We are going to be increasing the size. How do we increase the size? We are going to copy it, select it, select it or highlight it, anyone you want to call it. You can call it select, you can call it highlight. Once you select it like this, you go to the right-hand side where you see the property for the what? For the text. The property for the text. Is that okay? So when you come to the right-hand side, you see this option that says typography. Typography. Have you seen it? Come on, if you have seen it, put on the comment section. Yes, 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 yes. You see typography. Have you seen it? If you have seen it, put yes on the comment. Come on, I'm working with you guys. I want to be sure that you guys are with me, right? I'm not teaching myself. Is that okay? I'm working with you guys. So come to the right, you see typography. That place you see typography, after selecting your create an account, you will see 12. We did all this on Monday. You will see that the size is 12. We're going to increase it from 12 to 24. Is that okay? So it's now 24. Is that okay? And then the weight, we are going to increase the weight to semi-bold. We did all this on Monday as well. So make sure you are watching the classes as it goes. Don't just jump into a class without watching the previous ones to learn something, a thing or two. Is that okay? Good. So create an account. Create an account. So I've increased the size. Is that okay? I have increased the size. So now I've increased the size. I can align it to the center. Under that typography, you're going to see alignment. Look very well. Look very well. You see alignment. So I'll click on align center and you can see that my is aligned center. You see a very nice create an account right here. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Come on, if you have seen it, give it up for yourself. It's not easy. See, one thing you need to understand, that one of the biggest thing you are doing right now, that I give you a big thumbs up, it's not easy to learn when you have a lot of people and you are learning, and you are right here in one of the best platform on the internet teaching you UI UX design. So I give it up for you. It's not easy, and you're doing it. You're showing yourself that you can do it, that you will do it, and you must do it. So I give you that thumbs up. So now we have create an account. The next thing we are going to do is to add our feeds. So we are going to be adding our feeds now. We are going to add our input feeds right now. Sorry, Abdul says my PC have shut down. Sorry, Abdul. Just follow us, watch, and once your PC is turned back on, you can watch the record section and follow up. Is that okay? Great. So how do we add our feed? We are going to go back to the tools. We are going to go back to the tools at the bottom. The top two. Come on, everybody, walk with me. The top two, the top two, the top two. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. So we are going to select the shape tool, which is the top two, and then we select a rectangle. Select a rectangle. Select a rectangle. This class duration is between 9 to 9:30, a maximum of 2 hours, 30 minutes, and a minimum of what? 2 hours. That's what we told you during the induction time, right? But if for any reason you have something very busy to do, you can always come back and watch the record section. Is that okay? Is that okay? Good. But we'll make sure we don't exceed our time, which is a maximum of 2 hours, 30 minutes. Okay. So we come here and draw a box. Is that okay? So we draw a box right here. We draw a box. Is that okay? So we draw a box. Are you seeing it? So I've drawn a rectangle box, a very small one at that matter. You get? So I've drawn this box right here. So this is going to be for our what? For our name field. This is going to be for our name field. Are you seeing what I'm doing now? Are you seeing what I'm doing now? Are you seeing what I'm doing now? So this is going to be for our name field. Are you seeing what I'm doing now? Right? So I have this box right here. I have this box right here. I have this box right here. So now what we are going to do, this box have an inner color. This box I just drew, it has an inner color which we don't want it to have. So what we are going to do is that we are going to add a stroke or an outline, right? So that even though we remove the inner color or the fill color, you can call it the fill color, which is ash, something ash like, is that okay? Even though we remove the fill color, you can still see the box, right? Because of we are going to be adding an outline. So let me make this my layout grid invisible. To make your layout grid invisible, just press Control Shift F4, Control Shift 4. Control Shift 4. You can make your layout grid visible and invisible. Control Shift 4 or Command Shift 4. Hold down Command, Control, and tap key 4. Are we together? Control Shift 4. So I've made my invisible. So now let's make this rectangle shape. Let's make it what? Let's give it an outline. So how do we give it an outline? I'll select it and scroll down. I'll select it and scroll down. You're going to see the option that says stroke. Can you see it? You're going to see the option that says stroke once you select the rectangle. Have you seen the stroke? Have you seen? Come on, walk with me. You've seen the stroke. Put yes, 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 yes on the comment. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Put yes, yes, yes on the comment. So once you see stroke, you see a plus sign in front of it. Click on that plus sign. Your hand is shaking. Hold your mouse cursor. Hold your trackpad. Don't be shaking. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in you so strongly. You can do this. Is it not you again? Is it not you again? You can do this. You click on plus. And the moment you click on plus, you will find out that you have been able to add a stroke. Is that okay? You have added a stroke. Is that okay? You can now go ahead and what? And determine the color of the stroke. So you find out that the color is black, 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 black. And I don't want black, 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 black. So that place you see the stroke, you will see a little black color. click on it to bring out the color library. Are we together? Are we together? So you see your color. So I'm going to change my color. Instead of black, I'm going to change my color to something ash. I'll tell you guys the color I'm using in case you want to use mine. So I'm using 585858. Come on, guys. 585858. That's the color I'm using. You can put it inside here. You can put it on the stroke where you see that stroke color. You can see it. You click on it. 5858. So you can type yours in 585858. That's what I'm using. 585858. Everybody do that. 58585858. Come on, let's go. 58585858. So we are going to be using 585858. Are we together? Good. And now once you're done, now let's remove the color. Let's remove the inner color now. Let's remove the inner color, the fill color. Let's remove the fill color. Come on, somebody say fill, right? Fill. Remove the fill. Remove the fill. Remove the fill. Let's remove the fill. The fill is the inner color. You click on the rectangle again and scroll down on the right. When you scroll down on the right, you're going to see the fill section. The fill section, F-I-double-L, 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 F-I-double-L. Once you see that fill, you will see a minus sign just in front of it. Come on, can you see a minus sign or a hyphen? Anyone you want to call it. A minus, a hyphen, whatever you want to call it is good. Anyone you want to call it. Either a minus, either a hyphen. I don't know what you call yours, but you see it there. Is that okay? So everybody click on it. Everybody click on that. Everybody see that minus sign. You click on that minus sign, automatically your inner color is gone. Have you done that? Click on the minus sign, automatically your inner color is gone once you click on the minus sign. Have you done that? Have you done that? Have you done that? Come on, walk with me, guys. Have you done that? Walk with me, 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 walk with me. Right? Have you gotten yours? If you have gotten yours, put on the comment section ABC, ABC, ABC. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Put on the comment section ABC, ABC. Let's wrap this up. If you have gotten that, let me do that one more time. Let me do that one more time. I'm going to undo, Control Z. So how did I achieve that? I selected the rectangle, went to the right-hand side. You see fill. Is that okay? You see fill. Somebody said, confectionery said, mine is not showing PL. What is PL? I don't know. What is PL? What is PL? Please, I don't understand some of these short languages, right? I think it's the Gen Zs that understand that. I'm not a Gen Z, so I don't understand these short languages. So what is PL? Is that okay? So are we together? So you select it and you go to the fill, F-I-double-L, and then you see that minus sign. Is that okay? You see the minus just in front of the eye icon, just in front of the eye icon. The eye icon is for visibility. You just minus it to remove it entirely. Are we together? You just minus it to remove it entirely, right? So now you've gotten that. The next thing we are going to be doing right now is to add the label. So we're going to be adding the label, which is name. The label is going to be name. Is that okay? So everybody, let's add the label now. Let's add the label now. Let's add the label now. Okay, so confectionery said, I mean the white background. What white background are you talking about? Mine is not showing white background. What white background? From where? Is it from the, I don't understand. Please help me to understand you. What white background are you talking about? Are you talking about from the frame? From the frame, I've shown you how to add the white background now. Click on the frame, go to fill, add your white background. Or you can rewind the video to get it. Is that okay? I think some of you are having network issues to make you not to follow me. Is that okay? Please, you can do this. So everybody, let's add the label. So click on the text. Is that okay? Click on the text and then create another box again, another text box, so that we can as well what? Add the label. So we create another text box. We call this label name N-A-M-E. 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 So now we have name. Now we have what? 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 Name. So the name is too big, so I'm going to reduce the size. By now, see, let me tell you guys how to grow. Anything they teach you, I believe that if I'm doing that thing again, I should not be wasting much time on that thing, because I believe that you have been taught. Because the first time we will teach you, we will make sure we take it ABC formula. Is that okay? When we are doing it the second time, you should not expect us to waste much time on something that have been taught again. Is that okay? So I believe that you're growing. So just like I said, everybody cannot be in nursery one forever. So if we have taught you how to do something, right, and that's why we gave you a project so that you can practice on your own to learn how to do it better. So when you practice on your own, all these things I've done before, I believe is something that should be fast. You should be getting it quickly. Is that okay? Thank you so much. I just want to call that to your attention so that you know that we are doing this. Design is a progressive scale. So what you learned yesterday is going to help you for today. Is that okay? Very important. You need to know that. So I'm going to reduce the name, the size. I'll click on the size and come back here, and then come back to the typography and change it to what? I'll change the size to 14, and then the boldness, I'll make it regular. Regular is okay. So I'll make it regular. I'll make it regular, so I'll take it at the top here. Is that okay? So we have something like this. We have something like this name. So this is name. Is that okay? This is name. 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 So name, we have name and we have the feed. Now we have this name. We are not going to repeating the same thing again. We'll just duplicate, right? So what we are going to do next is just to duplicate in order for us to have other feeds. Is that okay? So we are just going to duplicate to have other feeds. Is that okay? So how do we duplicate now? This one is trickish, so you want to follow me. Is that okay? How do we duplicate? We are going to first of all select and group these two items together. So we are going to be grouping the name and also the what? The fields. Is that okay? So how do we group it? Everybody hold your shift key. Hold down your shift key. Walk with me. Walk with me. I'm not going to leave you behind. I promise you that. I'm not going to leave you behind. I promise you that. The reason why you need to pay attention to this class, because you're going to be giving project tomorrow, and that project has to do with what I'm teaching you right now. For those of you that have not submitted your project that was given to you yesterday, please submit your project. Please submit your project. No project, no certification. If your project platform is closed, you have not submitted, there is no amount of pleading that will make us to reopen the portal. Submit it after this class tonight. So we hold our shift key, click on the name, and click on the frame. The moment you click on the both of them, you are going to see that a blue line will be highlighting the both of them. You will be seeing that a blue line will highlight the both of them. The moment that blue line have highlighted the both of them, how do you know that you have selected the both of them? Is either you see a blue line highlighting the both of them, or you come to the left-hand side. Where are you going to come to? You come to the left-hand side, and you can see that on my left-hand side, on my layer panel, you can see that there is a blue line that I've highlighted the layer for the name and the layer for the rectangle. You can see it. It's both highlighted. It is showing that I have selected the both. It is showing that I have selected the both. So what I'm going to do now, I'll take my mouse cursor on top of the both of them, right click, and you see the option that says group selection. What did I say? Group selection. Group selection. I will right click. I did not say left click. Left click is different from right click. Come on, work with me, guys. You can do this. I trust you. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can, you will, you must. You can, you will, you must. Is that okay? Left click is different from right click. So when I say right click, you move your mouse on the right. You take your hand to the right aspect of your mouse. If you're using a trackpad, a PC trackpad, you move your hand to the right aspect and click. That is right click. So right click on them and you see group selection. Select the group selection and you have grouped them. Is that okay? Come on. If you have done yours, if you have grouped yours, come on, put on the comment section. Put it on the comment section back to back. Put it on the comment section back to back that you're following me back to back. Put it on the comment section back to back. I want to know those that are following me back to back, that are not giving up tonight, that are following me to the last bus stop. Put to back tonight. I love you guys. You guys are the ones we are here for. Are we together? So now you have grouped them. All you now need to do going forward is to duplicate. All you now need to do going forward is to duplicate. To ungroup, the same thing. Right click on what you have grouped and you see the option ungroup. You ungroup exactly the same thing. Bible Bond is asking, how do we ungroup? Just go to what you have grouped, right click on it, you will see the option, scroll down, you will see ungroup. You can ungroup that way, as easy as that. So the next thing we are going to do, let's duplicate. So I will use Control D. You can use Control D. Let me show you guys another way of duplicating. You can hold your alternate key on your keyboard, alternate key on your phone. You hold your alternate key, your alt key on your keyboard, and you select and drag. That's another fastest way to duplicate. You select and drag. That's the fastest way to duplicate. But if you cannot follow this way, do the normal method, Control D, and then you drag. But this is the way I use. You hold your alt key on your keyboard, and then once you hold your alt key, you will see that your mouse cursor will be showing in double, right? You can see it is showing in double. Then you can now hold your left click and drag it down. You click on your left click and drag it down while still holding your alternate key to duplicate. So this is the fastest way to duplicate. Okay, so we have duplicated. We have 3 duplicates now. Come on, guys, work with me. We have duplicated. We have 3 duplicates now. Work with me, guys. Work with me. 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 Let's get this done tonight. So now you have duplicated. The next thing you are going to do, we're getting it done. We're getting it done real soon. The next thing we're going to do is to change the names, because all these things cannot answer the same name. Is that okay? So everybody change your names. So the first one is name. The second one should be email. Click on it, double click on it, and change it to email. Come on, work with me, guys. Work with me. Email, 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 email. So the next one should be email. The other one should be password. The other one should be password. The other should be password. Everybody change the names. Click on it to change the name. The next one should be password. Make sure once you change the name, you arrange it properly. You make sure you drag it and arrange it properly so that it can fit where it's supposed to be. Password. And the last one, after password, the last one should be what? Should be location. The last one should be location. So this is exactly how you create this. Are you seeing that we're having a good alignment? The principle of alignment. We are making sure that all the labels, they are aligning left. Are you seeing it? They are aligning very well. And thank God for Figma. Figma even helps you when you're trying to align. Figma helps you to align things properly. Is that okay? Another way for you to confirm your alignment, the function of the stroke is for you to align things properly. Shehu is asking, what is the function of the stroke? That red stroke helps you to align things properly. It helps you to align things properly. Another way to confirm your alignment is to what? Enable your layout grid. So everybody enable your layout grid, and you can see that you are aligning your what? Your labels very well. Can see that you are aligning your labels very well. It should not be more than the layout grid. You can see all my labels. You can see that they are aligned very well. I'm zooming in to make sure all my labels are aligned with the layout with the layout grid from the left. I'm doing that. So you can do yours. Can do yours. You can do yours. You can do yours. Okay. Now, have we gotten this? Have we gotten this? Have we gotten this? Now, if you have gotten this, the next thing we are going to do is very, very quick and fast. Come on, guys. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? If you're with me, put it in the comment section. Yes, 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 yes. I don't want us to exist out to go over our time, to exhaust our time. So if you're with me, put yes, yes, yes on the comment. Now you have done this. The next thing we are going to do is to add a write-up here that says what? That says, is to add a write-up here that says what? Log in with what? With Google. Is that okay? Log in with Google or log in with Facebook. Is that okay? Log in with Google or log in with Facebook. Is that okay? Log in with Google or log in with Facebook. Log in with Google or log in with Facebook. So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to create another rectangle right here. I'm going to create another rectangle right here. Take it down. Is that okay? I'll create another rectangle right here. Take it down. And then this rectangle, I'm creating another rectangle down here. And this rectangle inside will say sign up with Google. Is that okay? It will say sign up with Google. Is that okay? So I'll be creating a new rectangle. I'll be creating a new rectangle that says sign up with Google. Is that okay? So I'll click on this, write a text inside that says sign up with Google. Is that okay? So sign up with Google will be here. So I'll make this sign up with Google. Sign up with Google. Are you guys seeing it? Sign up with Google. I created another rectangle and what? And a write-up that says sign up with what? With Google. Sign up with Google. Sign up with Google. Sign up with Google. Sign up with Google. And then once I put this write-up that says sign up with Google, listen, we are rounding up here. We are rounding up here. I'm going to go and download the Google icon because I need the Google icon. This is the last, almost the last thing. I need the Google icon. 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 Is that okay? So we are going to go get the Google what? Icon. Is that okay? How do we get the Google icon? Everybody open a new tab. Open a new tab real fast, really, really fast. Open a new tab and go to this website. Once you open a new tab, go to this website that says iconfinder.com. Iconfinder.com. Go to this website that says iconfinder.com. It will help us to get the Google icon. So we go to this website that says iconfinder.com. 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 Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Iconfinder.com. So we're going to go to iconfinder.com in order for us to get an icon, a Google icon. So we go to iconfinder.com to get a Google icon. We go to iconfinder.com to get a Google icon. Iconfinder is not loading. Who has loaded iconfinder.com? Who has loaded iconfinder.com? Let me just type it, iconfinder. Who has loaded iconfinder.com? Okay, somebody say we are there. Okay, there are some people there, and I'm not there. Why am I not there? Why is my own taking some time? SVG, SVG, SVG. That's what you are supposed to download. The SVG, SVG, not PNG. SVG. Mine is taking some time. I can find another shortcut to do this, but just because of you guys are beginners, mine is taking some time. Mine is taking some time. Mine is taking some time. Iconfinder.com. Okay, some people are using free pick. Free pick is also working. Okay, you're also seeing the icon from free pick. Good, 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 good. Just open iconfinder.com. Once you open iconfinder.com, my own iconfinder.com is not opening. Iconfinder.com. I don't know why it's not opening tonight. So I'll use another one. I'll use Google Icons. I'll use Google Icons. I'll use Google Icons. My iconfinder.com is not opening. So I'll just quickly use Google Icons. I'll just take Google Icons to do what I want to do right now and see if I'll get it. No, there are free versions of Google Icons on Icon Finder. There are free versions of Google Icons on Icon Finder. There are free versions of Google Icons on Icon Finder. Is that okay? So if yours is telling you to pay, don't pay. Just go to Google Icons. Type Google Icons on your browser and then find if you can see Google icon. Google logo. Let's see if Google is going to give us Google logo. I don't think Google will give us from Google Icons. Google will not give us Google logo. It's majorly Icon Finder that is meant to give us that, but it's not opening at the moment. Flatty icons. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Icon Finder is not opening today. So let's try so that we don't waste time. Let's try this one. Let's try Flaticon. Let's see whether it will also give us what we are looking for. Let's try Flaticon. So some people are giving us suggestion. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Whether it's going to give us what we're looking for. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, all these things are delaying me at the moment. Okay, it's delaying me. So, but basically, you guys know what I'm trying to do. Is that okay? All these icon websites are delaying me right now. But basically, just get your icon. I wanted to show you how to get your icon, but just get your icon and then you add your icon right in here. So because if I don't have an icon, I will just center this right up. I will center this right up at the moment. Is that okay? Because if I don't have an icon, so I will center the right up at the moment. Is that okay? And then I will duplicate this again. I will group this again. I will group this again and say sign up with what? With Facebook. So I will group this again and say sign up with Facebook. So group this and duplicate. I will duplicate these and I will say sign up with Facebook. So the first one was sign up with Google. The second one is going to be sign up with what? Facebook. So sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook. Are you guys seeing what I'm showing you? Are you seeing what I'm showing you? Sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook. Are you seeing it? Sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook. Are you seeing it? So I have these two here. But before this sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook, let's draw them down. Let's draw them down a bit. Let's draw them down a bit. Before this sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook, let's put our call to action button right here. Come on, guys, are you with me? Just create a rectangle and a text that says sign up with Google. Create another one that says sign up with Facebook. Yeah, I think it's very easy to do. Is that okay? Now, once you have done that, draw them downwards and create another little rectangle that tells you how to what? Sign up. A little rectangle call to action button that says sign up for those that want to use their email. This rectangle button here that says sign up. So we're going to be getting this rectangle button here and we'll be changing the to something big. Everybody change the color. Create another rectangle. Go and change the color to something blue. Something blue. We're going to be giving something blue right here. Great. Something blue right here. Have you gotten it? So we're going to be creating another rectangle, blue, a kind of a blue rectangle, and we're going to be putting inside the rectangle, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. Have you done that? So you create a text inside of the rectangle and you call it sign up. Are you seeing it, guys? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Come on, guys. If you're following me on this call, put on the comment section back to back, back to back, back to back. Create a rectangle and add sign up on that rectangle. Come on, walk with me. Walk with me, 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 guys. Can we do this now? Add sign up on that rectangle. Can you do this with me? Add sign up on that rectangle. Can you do this with me now? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Add sign up on that rectangle. Now you have added sign up on the rectangle. Is that okay? You can go ahead now and create another write-up under it. And this write-up will read, already have an account. That's if you already have an account, right? Already have an account, log in. 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 Again, already have an account, log in. Already have an account, log in. Come on. Already have an account, log in. Again, already have an account, log in. So what did I do? Let me start again. What did I do? I created a rectangle, added sign up on that rectangle, which we serve as our call to action. Is that okay? And then I went ahead and created a write-up that tells people that already have an account where they should click in order for them to what? Log in. Is that okay? Now, this already have an account write-up is going to be smaller because of it cannot be the same size with the what? With the sign up what? With the sign up call to action and the what? And the feeds and the input feeds. Is that okay? So it's going to be smaller because of what? The principle of hierarchy. It's going to be smaller because of what? The principle of hierarchy. Is that okay? So we are going to be reducing the size. So I will select it, Control A, or by selecting it with your mouse cursor, go to the right hand side where you see typography and reduce the size to 12. Reduce the size to 12. Have you done that? Reduce the size to 12. Someone says, why is my fill not working on my rectangle? Your fill is not working on your rectangle. How? I don't understand. Do you remove the fill? If you remove the fill, if you have clicked on the minus sign to remove the fill, you need to add it back. You need to click on the plus sign to add it back before it can work. So two you might be having is either you have removed the fill or you are not selecting the rectangle before you are trying to apply the fill. You must select what you want to apply color to. If you have not selected it, nothing will apply. Is that okay? Good. So I think that's Christian that is asking that question. Is that okay? So already have an account, log in. Come on, if you have done this, come on, celebrate yourself. It's not an easy night tonight, but you are achieving this. It's not an easy night tonight, but you are achieving this. Come on, celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself. We are going to be giving you guys a project that is similar to this. So you want to make sure you're getting this. Celebrate yourself. If you love PD, you put on the comment section, I love PD, I love PD, I love PD. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Celebrate yourself. I believe you guys so much. Okay. So have you done this now? Let's round it up with the next two things we are going to do now. Let's round it up with the next two things we are going to do now. Let's round it up. Let's round it up with the next two things we are going to do now. Let's round it up with the next two things we are going to do now. Let's round it up with the next two things we're going to do now. So now we have sign up with Google. All these things would have been good if I've added the logos, but because of, I don't know whether it's my internet connection or it's a technical issue, I cannot open my icon finder to download this icon. But you guys understand what I want to do. When you get your assignment or your project, there will be icons on that project. You're supposed to add icons, so there'll be icons on that project. So go to icon finder and download the icons. Is that okay? Great. Okay, so now this rectangle that says sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook, everybody, let's make the rectangle to be black and then the write-up to be white. It's not supposed to be the same with this sign up. Make the rectangle to be black and the write-up to be white. Everybody, let's do this. Are we together? Make the write-up to be black and make the rectangle to be black and the write-up to be white. So I'm going to select the rectangle, right? Click on the rectangle, scroll down, and then once I scroll down, you will see this option that says selection colors. Are you seeing it? 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 Selection colors. Are you seeing? Come on, if you're seeing selection colors, put on the comment section. Yes, 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 yes. So you see that selection colors after you've selected the boats that are on top of each other, that are grouped together. You can see the selection colors. If you cannot see the selection colors, it means that yours is not grouped together. If you can't see the selection colors, it means that yours is not grouped together. That's what it means. If you can't see selection colors, it means that yours is not grouped together. If you can't see it, Sumi Sola, if you click on that sign up with Google background, the rectangle, and you cannot scroll down and see selection colors, it means that you did not group it. So go and group it. Is that okay? If you do not see it, it means simply means you don't group it. Go and group it. Select the both and right click and group. I've taught you guys how to do that. Go and group it. So the moment you have grouped it, you will definitely see selection colors. Is that okay? So the selection colors for the white, we change that white to black. We change it to black, and then for the black, we change it to white. As simple as that. That's how simple it is. Yeah. So you do it for the next one. You do it for Facebook as well. Very simple. ABC. You do it for Facebook. You change the white. You change it to black. You click on that little icon on the white. You click on the white and change it to black. Are we together? Or you can use the colors of the companies if you want to. You can use the colors of the companies to differentiate. Sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook. You can decide to do that, but me, I just want to use black and white. Is that okay? And then for the black, change it to white. Is that okay? So you can add other social media accounts. You can also duplicate to add other social media accounts. So I can say sign up with Apple. I can also say sign up with what? Apple. I can say sign up with TikTok. All these things I'm supposed to put their logos, but because of time will not permit me to start doing this. Sign up with Apple and what? Sign up with TikTok. Had I added their logos, it would have brought out the beauty better if I added their logos. But I'm giving you guys as an assignment, go and add their logos. Go and add their logos. Go and add their logos. How to add their logos is very simple. Just go to that website and what? And copy the SVG logo and paste it. That's how simple it is. I wish that logo was working. Let me try it again. Iconfinder.com. Let me try it again. Iconfinder.com. This website usually works. I don't know why it's okay. I don't know why it's not working right now. I think iconfinder.com, has it been bought by FreePick? This one is redirecting me to FreePick. Have it been bought by the company FreePick? Has it been bought by the company FreePick? This one is redirecting me to FreePick. I guess maybe they have acquired Icon Finder. I guess they have acquired it because of it's so rare that it's redirecting me to FreePick. And maybe they have acquired the company. Okay, so search for, I'm going to search for Google icon. I'm going to search for Google icon. Now you see Google icon. Are you seeing it? You see Google icon, Google icons. I'm looking for the free one. Do they have the free one again, or everything is now pro? Do they have the free one again? They usually have the free one before. Let me see. Let me pick this one. Let me pick this one. Let me pick this one. They usually have free options before on Icon Finder. Okay. They usually have the free ones before. The SVG is premium. So these people have bought Icon Finder and they're now making everything to be premium. So that's so bad. Before, it usually used to be free. It usually used to be free. So everybody, what you just have to do is, instead of download, are you seeing what I'm doing? Everything is now pros. By the way, it usually used to be free, but now everything is getting into pro. I think they bought the company. They bought the company Icon Finder. It was Icon Finder before. They bought the company. The company FreePick bought the company and made all their products premium. Okay, so what you're going to do, everybody, just go ahead and copy the PNG. Don't download. Copy. Let's use the PNG like that. Let's use it like that, just for an example. Copy the PNG. Copy the PNG. Let's try using the PNG like that and paste. Does it have a copy option? Does it have a copy option? Does it have a copy option? FreePick has made this thing difficult. FreePick has made getting icons from this website looking difficult. Before, it's just a simple clicks. Just some simple clicks and you've gotten icons from here. Before, just some simple clicks and you've gotten icons from here. I don't know why FreePick has made this look difficult. Okay, let's try. Someone is suggesting on the comment section for us. So let's try Flaticon. Someone is suggesting Flaticon. So let's try Flaticon together. Thank you so much. Abigail said I downloaded mine straight on Google Chrome. You can still do that. So let's try Flaticon. Flaticon is also a great place. Let's try Flaticon. Flaticon.com. Let's try Flaticon, whether we are going to see a free SVG. So we're on Flaticon.com. So we're going to type Google icon. On Flaticon, Google logo. Just type Google logo. So we're going to type Google logo. We are searching Google logo Flaticon. So let's try Flaticon and see whether Flaticon gives us what we are looking for. Let's try. This is going to be my last trial. If I check this doesn't give me, then that is an assignment for everybody. You should make sure you get your icon and add it there. Is that okay? Good. So now this is Flaticon. So let's see whether it's going to give us the SVG version from Flaticon, whether we're going to see the SVG version on Flaticon. So select that. The reason why we prefer the SVG version is so that it can be editable. Is that okay? It can be editable. The PNG version most times are not editable. Is that okay? But the SVG version is editable. Is that okay? We want to edit the colors and all that. And that's the reason why we normally use the SVG. So let me copy the SVG and see. I think it's still premium on Flaticom. It's still premium. It's still premium on Flaticom. It's still paid on Flaticom. You see, so let's just copy PNG. Let's copy PNG. Let's just manage PNG for today. Is that okay? So we copy the PNG and go here and paste it. We right click on our work and say paste. We right click on our work and say paste. We right click again and say paste. Let's see. These websites are not working as we want it. Okay, copy again. Let me try it one more time. Okay, so I've copied it, I've copied it, I've copied it, and I've pasted it. Is that okay? I've copied it and I have pasted it. So I've copied it and I've pasted it. Very good, very nice. So you can reduce the size. So you can see now I copied Control C and then I pasted Control V. I used Control V and Control C to do the magic. I used Control V and Control C to do the magic. So I've copied it from Flaticom, the PNG file, and then I added it here. So you can see I just added it. So I'll just use one as an example for you guys. You guys will complete the rest. So you add the icon for Apple, you add the icon for TikTok, and the rest of them. Is that okay? Come on, guys. If you're with me, come on, give me a thumbs up. If you're with me, give me a thumbs up. Just copy the PNG. The PNG is not paid. The PNG is free. The PNG is free. Look at the PNG right here. I copied the PNG. Just click on that copy, not the SVG again. Copy the PNG. PNG. Just click on the copy and go to your Figma and press Ctrl V to paste. Go to your Figma and press Ctrl V to paste. That is all. And then once you paste it, use the transformation points. Let me increase the size of mine again. This is how mine came. This is how big mine was, right? So you can see these transformation angles at the left, at the side, you can see it at the top left, at the top right, at the bottom left, at the bottom right. Is that okay? You can go ahead, hold down your shift key and reduce the size so that every size will be, the dimension will be equal. You need to hold down your shift key so that your dimension will be equal. Is that okay? So I have it in smaller size. I can drag it now and put it inside where I want it to be. Are you seeing it? I can drag it now and put it inside where I want it to be. Okay, and then I arrange them properly. Are you seeing it? So this is what I have. So I have sign up with Google. Go ahead and do the sign up with Facebook, sign up with Apple, and sign up with TikTok. Is that okay? Go ahead and do the sign up with Facebook, sign up with Apple, and sign up with TikTok. I think at this junction, you guys are amazing. Come on, give it up for yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy to make sure you're learning. I really, really appreciate the sacrifice. And trust me, right here at PDU, we're doing our best to make sure we give you the best. Is that okay? So I'm giving you guys, I love your energy. I love the sacrifice. Even when we have exceeded the time, some of you are just interested in making sure you get this. And that says a lot about you guys. That says a lot about you guys. And because of this energy, we'll do our best to even bring more amazing things to you guys in this boot camp. Thank you guys so much. I think we're going to wrap it up right here so that those that want to go sleep, we have people going to work so that they can go to work. You can sleep on time, go to work. But trust me, this video is recorded. You can always come back and watch it again and again and again and again as many times as you can. Is that okay? So that you can be able to get whatever you missed. Is that okay? Tomorrow we're going to be dropping your assignment for you. Your assignment is something that's similar like this, only that there are some few things like icons that you need to put. So I just had to show you how to get icons, how to get icons and all, so you can use that on your assignment. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. One love. Come on, if you love PDU, put on the comment section, I love PDU. Can I just see 30 people do that to give us the energy to keep making sure we are giving you the best class on the internet right now? Can I see 30 people say I love PDU? Can I see 30 people say I love PDU? So we are going to be dropping your test time, test time, test time. So wait a minute. We are going to be dropping your test. Remember, no test, no certification. Remember, no test, no certification. We're going to be dropping your test real quick. So your test will be dropped on after this session. Your test is going to be dropped on WhatsApp, and it's also be dropped on, if you're on on our WhatsApp platform, our Telegram community for communication. Your test is going to be dropped there as well. So make sure you go ahead. Once you get your test, do your test. It's very important, very compulsory, because of without tests you can't get your certification. So even though you miss a single test, that single test you miss can mar you from getting your certification, because your record will be poor. Is that okay? So make sure you do your test. So your test will be posted very, very soon, shortly. So it will be posted by our support team. So our support team, they are on that. So they will post your test in few minutes. So those of you on YouTube, you will get the test pinned. And those of you on WhatsApp, you'll get the test forwarded shortly. So on WhatsApp. So once it's forwarded, go ahead and do your test. My name is Favor Francis, and always remember that learning is the foundation to innovation. Thank you guys. I still love you. Bye guys. See you in the next lesson. Next class is on Friday. You want to make sure you don't miss that class. Next class, we're going to be taking you into the dimension of wireframing in design, how to start building real designs. We're going to be taking you in that next class. So you don't want to miss next class for anything, for anybody. So make sure you're in that class. I'm going to be live and direct with you in that class. Make sure you're there. See you on Friday, guys. Take your test. Bye, guys.